the fashion you guys did it too. Double.
Alright. It has been long enough. I think it's time we get started. Hey everybody, we're doing something a little bit different today. This is something I've been meaning to do for a while as part of a, sort of a project I'm working on. We're going to be watching every episode of Death Battle. All of them. And there's a lot. Hello. Because this is a show, web show I really like. And I have wanted to make a YouTube video on it for a while. Let me get everything set up here. God, I have so many freaking things. Where's my fucking guy? Hold on. There he is. Alright. Friggin' sweet. Okay. So if you don't know, this is Death Battle. The premise is simple. We take two characters and we make them fight to the freaking death. This is, well, it's a Rooster Teeth show. It used to be produced by the company formerly known as Screw Attack, from back in the day. Yeah, go ahead. This is just chill. I'll be giving my commentary on stuff. Also, hold on. I feel like there's an important thing I need to put on the screen before we begin. Let's get a good font for this. All these fonts are bad. Also, why is the thing so big? That'll do. Except it's really small now. And let's make it a nice... The streamer does. The streamer does not. That's the important thing I'm trying to say here. Let's make this... Yeah, as eye-bleeding as possible. The streamer does not condone anything said by Death Battle. This is especially important because Season 1 was made in the early 2010s. So there's some stuff on here that I'm not sure is gonna... I'm not sure it's gonna be okay by Twitch. We'll see how this plays out. But there's maybe some language used that in early Death Battle that is not okay. Let's just fucking get into it.
This isn't Charmin. No wonder I don't feel as clean.
Hurry up, Dad.
Charmin
I'm
ad.
trying. This cheap stuff is too thin.
Does
Here's
Adblock
Charmin
not
Ultra
work
Strong.
on...
My bottom's been saved.
Roosterteeth.com.
With its diamond weave texture,
If you're wondering why I'm watching on Rooster Teeth and not on YouTube,
and less effort.
when
What's
all of these are
everybody
available on
waiting for?
YouTube,
This?
We all go.
it's
Why not
because,
enjoy the go with
well,
Charmin?
not all of them are available on
And
YouTube.
for
There's
shower
like
fresh, clean feeling,
2
try
specifically
Charmin flushable
that were
wipes.
copyright claimed
This
and are
episode of
unavailable.
Death Battle is brought to you by Netflix. Go to www.netflix.com/Death Battle for
Also,
your
let me know
free
if the
trial
volume
membership.
of the video itself is okay. Compared to me.
The Bounty Hunter, galactic pirates of living beings.
They blow shit up for cash.
A prime example is Boba Fett, the most feared bounty hunter in the galaxy.
But don't forget Samus Aran. She's so badass, whole planets explode when she's done with them. Boom!
I'm Wizard,
And I'm Boomstick.
and it's our job to analyze the weapons, armor, and skills of these two beastly killers and answer the most important question of all. Which of these two warriors would win a death battle? Boba Fett is well known for his cunning, ruthlessness, and brute force, but his killer instinct relies on his diverse arsenal of
So
death.
charming.
Plus, he wears the most badass spacesuit ever.
That's no ordinary spacesuit, Boomstick. That's Fett's Mandalorian armor, forged of nearly indestructible duraplast containing a microenergy field for dispersing impacts.
This guy can have a freaking bomb blow up in his face and still walk away.
His gauntlets house a flamethrower with a reach of 5 meters, a fiber cord whip, and numerous concussion and stun missiles. His weapon of choice is his EE-3 carbine rifle, an extremely accurate and powerful weapon which Fett often cradles like a child.
Yeah, I do that with my guns too.
That's not weird at all, Boomstick. Fill us in on Fett's heavy weaponry.
Well, everybody and their grandmother knows that Fett can zoom around on his badass jetpack, but that jetpack also has a single anti-vehicle homing rocket, and believe me, you don't want to see this thing headed your way.
That's right, Boomstick. In short, Fett is a human Swiss Army knife. He's killed hundreds of criminals, politicians, and Jedi. He's even held his own against Darth Vader. Twice.
Holy shit, that is hardcore.
He became leader of the Mandalorian mercenaries after the Galactic Civil War and battled Mace Windu to a draw when he was 12 years old.
Sam Jackson's got nothing on him.
But with all his awesomeness, every so often Fett will totally blow it. He's fallen into the Sarlacc 3 times. 3! And the Sarlacc's not exactly running around looking for snacks.
3 times? How do you even do that once? It's a giant hole in the ground with teeth, and he's got a jetpack.
Still,
Yes,
even with his
disclaimer.
ridiculous flaws, Boba Fett
The
is
disclaimer
a whole new meaning of
is
deadly.
not so much for like any of the versus stuff. It's for some of the vernacular used in this early 2010s gaming video or gaming video series. Not this one specifically, but some of the later ones will be you'll see when we get there. Also, there's these first few episodes, they're still very much finding their style. You'll notice they're very like they're just kind of gushing about the characters a lot, and the two guys sound very similar. This will not be the case for most of these.
Samus Aran was infused with bird-like Chozo DNA at a young age, increasing her strength, speed, and
Also,
athletic
yes, this is
ability
the
far
highest
beyond those of a
quality that
normal
this video
human
is
being.
available
How do
in.
they do that? I want me some bird DNA.
She wears the power suit, typically in Varia form, shielding her entire body without restricting any movement or flexibility.
Too bad it makes it look like a dude.
Her primary weapon, the arm cannon, has acquired numerous awesome upgrades over the years, though the basic power
Numerous
beam is a
awesome
pea shooter with a
upgrades.
pathetic range.
But when it's fully charged, it'll blow your face off. Bam! Shoot to woo!
The arm cannon can also use an ice beam, a grapple beam, and a plethora of seeking and super missiles. Samus controls the skies with a powerful and speedy screw attack, and if there's trouble in the battlefield, she can curl into morph ball mode and slip away unnoticed.
What the How does she do that?
Bird DNA, Boomstick. Bird DNA.
Samus also has a freaking huge supply of power bombs, which will destroy anything on the screen in seconds. Nothing survives.
She is known to be the bounty hunter capable of taking on impossible missions, fighting massive beasts, and even wiping out an entire species. However, she often makes mistakes. Somehow, she always seems to lose all her power-ups and upgrades at the beginning of every mission.
Man, someone get this chick a purse.
That least sexist thing
The
said in
combatants are
Season
set.
1 Death
Let's end
Battle,
this
by the
debate
way.
once and for all.
But first, we gotta pay off my double-barrel bazooka shotgun, thanks to Netflix.
Oh yeah,
Netflix delivers
they
movies
had
directly to your home, saving you time
they
and money.
are
Instantly
bros.
watch thousands
The
of TV
the
episodes
characters
and movies,
of
streaming directly to
Wiz
your
and
PC,
Boomstick,
Mac,
the
or
two
right to your
hosts,
TV via Netflix
will
ready device like the PS3,
evolve
360,
over
or Wii.
time.
Pretty much everything.
Plus, get DVDs in
We
about
can
one
we could
business day.
skip the ad. I'm pretty
As a new
sure.
member and
There's a
Death Battle
few
viewer,
ads
you
that
can
are
get a
funny
free
that I
trial
will
mem-
play. But yeah. Also, this I want to point out for these for most of season 1, the animations were done by like one guy who was very inexperienced with animation. So on that front, these for like 2010, 2011 sprite animations, these are very impressive.
Fight.
You're mine.
Holy shit! Did you see that, Wiz? That was insane!
Fett battled like a champ, but in the end, Samus'
That was
superior
insane.
technology
They
and
kinda
athletic
stood
skill
there for a
trumped him.
bit.
Hard. While her basic power beam failed miserably, Samus put her Chozo DNA to work by jumping and dodging around Fett's offensives. Boba Fett, who relies more on cunning and brute force, simply didn't have the means necessary to catch Samus.
He was shooting all over the place, but that space chick was just too quick for him. He even tried to use his
space
homing
chick.
rocket, but anybody who's blown up a lot of shit knows anti-vehicle rockets don't work too well with people.
Exactly. Samus is about 4 times smaller than the average vehicle, so there was only about a 1 in 4 chance for a direct hit from Fett's rocket. Not
Yeah,
to mention
that-
she kept moving, preventing Fett from getting a solid lock on her.
After that screw-up, Samus managed to sneak around Fett and left a little surprise at his feet.
Fett's micro-energy field
It's-
managed to minimize
it's
the
very
damage he took from the power
charming
bomb, but by that point
how,
it was all over.
like,
Samus
the
froze Fett with her ice
simplicity
beam and finished him off
of
with a charge
very
beam to
early
the
Death
face.
Battle
She
compared
sure
to later
stumped
when it
him
would
cold.
become
That's right, Boomstick.
a,
The winner
like,
is Samus Aran.
a more traditional like versus show with like scaling and feats and a lot of math.
Next time on
Oh,
Death
we do get it
Battle.
next time.
Your soul is mine.
Yeah, if you didn't. Fuck off.
Wow. This new Charmin Ultra Soft Smooth Tear
No,
is
I don't
so
want a-
soft and so
How do I make you
smooth.
go
I'm
away?
starting to get
I don't want
away.
to sign up for Rooster
Thank you,
Teeth.
Mr. Smooth Bear.
Designed with smooth tear edges, new Charmin Ultra
I do
Soft
not
Smooth
condone
Tear
the
has
Charmin
wavy
bears.
perforations that tear so much better for a smooth, more enjoyable go.
Mom, you okay
Who
in
would the
there?
Charmin Bears
I'm
fight if they were on
terrific.
Death
Enjoy
Battle?
the go with Charmin.
This episode of Death Battle is brought to you by GameFly.
Oh,
Go to
dude, remember
www.gamefly.com/deathbattle for your free trial membership.
That's a blast from the past. I never used it, but I saw commercials for it all the
Street
time.
Fighter, Mortal Kombat, kings of the fighting genre. And every good fighter needs awesome villains.
Like Akuma, the ultimate badass of martial arts.
And Shang Tsung, the sorceress vanguard of doom.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze the weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
A death battle.
Akuma, master of the fist. Known as Goki in Japan, he is a living weapon, 10 times stronger than nearly every other Street Fighter.
Plus, he looks freaking awesome. I totally want me some red glowing eyes.
Akuma has dozens of powerful special attacks, including the Go Hadouken, a powerful blast with precision control. He can even use the almighty Shinku Hadouken, which is basically a giant fireball of death.
Man, if I ever throw a Hadouken in real life, I'm gonna die happy.
Akuma also uses the Shoryuken uppercut, a teleport ability, a swift multi-striking hurricane kick, and the Hayaki Shu, aka the Demon Flip.
Also, Akuma's got tons of different super arts, but two really stand out. First, there's the Kongo Gokiritsuza. How do you say that?
No idea.
Well, I'm pretty sure that's Japanese for fuck you up, because basically Akuma punches the ground and things explode. He shattered a whole freaking island just by punching it. Holy shit.
But that's not the deadliest
Holy
weapon up his
shit.
non-existent sleeve. The Shungoku Satsu, also known as the Raging Demon, literally means instant hell murder.
Man, I'm totally gonna name my first kid that. The Raging Demon at full power is fatal. This guy's a freaking onslaught of pain.
That's right, Boomstick. Akuma
That's
lives
right,
for one thing
Boomstick.
and one
That
thing
line
only.
gets said like a dozen
Fighting.
times.
He travels the world day and night searching for worthy opponents. He's an unstoppable human holocaust, losing only once to his brother Goken. But after a brutal rematch,
Oh, hey, look, he can finger paint.
it was rumored that Akuma sacrificed his soul to a demon in exchange for the strength to defeat Goken. But this has been declared non-canon.
Akuma's got one major problem, though.
That is
His
also
stamina
true.
is absolutely pathetic. He can dish out the pain, but he sure can't take it.
It's
Oh, don't
crucial
worry.
for Akuma to have total control over the fight. He takes an extremely offensive
Well,
approach. Always
It gets
moving, always
worse.
attacking.
Yeah, screw defense. Give me more ways to hurt people.
I am Akuma.
It's also
and I
funny
will
how
teach you the meaning
several of these
pain.
characters, like Akuma, will come back for
Shang
later
Tsung is the cunning
episodes.
sorcerer from Outworld and
And just
scheming
the
pawn of Shao Kahn. He's extremely
contrast.
adept in magic and a well-rounded fighter.
This guy can shoot flaming skulls, which is totally awesome, but where the heck does he keep them? I mean, seriously, how many skulls can a person carry around with him?
Tsung can teleport around the battlefield with a special move called Hot Escape.
Bah, sucker punch, bitch!
He can morph into whomever he wants, giving him tons of different skill sets. It's like fighting 100 different foes combined into one.
Man, I wish I could morph into anybody I wanted. I could have some fun with that. He also has a razor-sharp straight sword, though he usually keeps it hidden for a surprise attack.
Shang Tsung possesses one other strange but useful ability. Long ago, when he was caught cheating in the Mortal Kombat tournament, he was cursed by the Elder Gods to rapidly age until an untimely death. The only way to prevent this fate would be to absorb the souls of his victims.
He can literally eat your soul. Your soul! Not only can this heal him, but he gets the memories of the souls he's devoured.
This helps him copy the moves of other fighters when he morphs.
So really, his curse became his deadliest weapon. Good punishment there, gods.
Shang Tsung has lived and fought for over 1,000 years. His sorcery powers and brutal fatalities are rivaled by few, and he's claimed the title Grand Champion of Mortal Kombat several times, almost bringing about the winning streak necessary to allow Shao Kahn to invade Earthrealm. Keyword being almost.
Yeah, unfortunately for Shang Tsung, he pretty much sucks at actually accomplishing his goals. He's super powerful, but like most villains, he can never get around. Die.
Alright, the combatants are set, but before we end this debate, I need some cash to buy more rats for genetic testing.
What?
From Gamefly.
To 50
You're
years,
not
live my
Gamefly,
best
you're
friend and my
something else.
soulmate.
Yeah. And like this episode,
Quick! The quicker picker up.
This episode's
Only Bounty
pretty
absorbs spills
good.
like a sponge, and Bounty is 2 times
Like,
more absorbent.
as
so
far
you
as
can use
season
less
1
and get the
goes.
job done with one.
And season 1, there are, even
The
as
quicker
rough as this
picker
is,
up.
there
And
are
get 4 rolls
episodes
in
in
one
here
with
that
the
are
Bounty Mega Roll,
genuinely
our
good
longest
that I do
lasting
come
roll.
back to.
Gamefly
That we
is the
will get
largest
to
online video game rental
later.
service and offers you a choice of over
I'm sorry,
7,000
Gamefly. Wait, hold on.
new
What game are
free
they
of charge.
advertising here?
Talk about convenience.
Grab a 15-day free trial when you go to Gamefly.com. Grab the case and manual.
No,
Didn't
hold on.
waste any
What?
cash.
And if you like the
Fear
game you got,
2?
just click keep
I've
it on
never
Gamefly
heard of
website
that
and
game.
the game is yours.
Mercenaries 2,
Flash
whatever that
Death
is.
Battle.
That's 50. Oh!
Fight.
I think Gamefly just went out of business, like, I don't know. It just, mail order services just kind of, with the dawn of streaming, stopped being a thing. It does? That's nuts. Oh my god. Internet, please. This is like the cool part of the episode. There we go. That's cool.
Oh man, that was way too close.
No kidding, Boomstick. Akuma's raw power and speed pressed a distinct advantage early on, but Sung's own cleverness and wide array of skills quickly evened the odds.
It looked like Akuma had the whole thing wrapped up, but Sung's morphin'
I
tricks
used to
saved
be able to
his
do that
ass.
like
Akuma's
Blockbuster,
pride
I
for
think,
battle
just like
almost
rent
cost
a
him his
console
life
for
as
a
he stopped to
weekend.
see if this new face was worth a challenge.
After switching up strategies, Sung managed to steal enough of Akuma's soul for some extra health and new abilities.
Something
But
they
it
also
wasn't
get
enough.
better at is
In
the
end, Akuma's
conclusion
skills as a
rather
fighter
than doing
proved
a
unmatched.
I mean,
play-by-play
Sung loses to Liu Kang all the time, and compared to Akuma, Liu
fight.
Kang's the nicest guy in the world. There was no way he could take Akuma's constant punishment.
As Shang Tsung isn't used to winning anything on his own, he wasn't perfect in delivering the final blow, leaving him wide open for the experienced Akuma to release his greatest weapon.
The raging demon of instant hell mortar awesome next!
And so Shang Tsung fell once again, releasing his devoured souls. Again.
Looks like Sung's all
right.
sold out.
Oh wait, I think
The winner is
the
Akuma.
next time for this is going to be telling of what the next episode is. And what the vibe will be.
Next time on Death Battle.
Good night, sugar.
Okay.
This episode of Death Battle is brought to you by GoDaddy.
Alright, are you guys ready for what might be the second worst episode of the entire show?
Superheroines. Millions have been drawn to these modern
Women? Unfortunately, for this early 2010s gaming video, yes, women. This is why this disclaimer is here.
myths of comic book lore,
Or you could just be drawn to the way they're drawn.
like Anna Marie, the Rogue.
And Diana Prince, the Wonder Woman.
He's Boomstick and I'm Wizard.
And we're here to watch two chicks duke it out. Cat fight!
It's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills.
And maybe a few other things.
to find out who would win a death battle. Rogue has possessed a variety of different powers over the years. For this duel in particular, we will use the most well-known version, the original iteration from the comics and television show. Her deadliest weapon is her own skin. With just a touch, she absorbs a person's memories, talents, personalities, and abilities, whether superhuman or not, to use them herself.
Too bad it knocks them out cold. And if she holds on long enough, it's game over.
Tenacious foes like Juggernaut can resist it, but in the end, nobody is safe from Rogue's parasitic touch. For every second of contact, Rogue can keep these powers for a full minute, though sometimes there's unforeseen side effects.
She held on to Miss Marvel for so long, she absorbed her powers permanently. Now she's got super strength, speed, and near invulnerability. Not that I blame her, though. I'd be holding on to Miss Marvel for as long as I could. Plus, then when she's unconscious, I can...
She also gained a seventh sense, the ability to subconsciously predict her opponent's moves.
But her seventh sense doesn't seem to always work. That or the writers just forgot about it, because Rogue gets her ass kicked a lot.
For plot convenience.
And damn, she's got a hot ass.
What?
Hey, that counts as a superpower in my book, Wiz. But while she's not invincible, she doesn't have any real weaknesses either. She's a classy Southern belle who I'd like to take out to dinner.
Who can fly, lift buildings, and kill people just by touching them.
Never mind.
Ain't that enough?
The streamer does not condone anything said by Death Battle.
To the uneducated nerd, Wonder Woman may seem a cheap clone of Superman.
With super boobies.
But in reality, she's a whole different story. Created from Earth, born by gods, trained by ancient warriors.
Maker of Wonder Bread. Designer of the Wonder Bra.
Boomstick, that's not true.
See, I can do it too, Wiz.
Wonder Woman is the incredibly powerful and near-invincible ambassador of Themyscira and self-appointed protector of the Earth.
And she dresses like a stripper. A patriotic stripper.
Diana Prince has been trained by the Amazons as a master combatant since childhood. She dueled the best of the best for the right to be crowned Wonder Woman. Her unearthly powers are divine, granted by ancient Greek gods and goddesses. From Demeter, she receives superhuman strength and durability.
And you know that bitch mailman god with the wingy shoes?
Hermes?
Whatever. He gave Wonder Woman the ability to fly and move at hypersonic speed.
She was given numerous other powers, from enhanced senses, animal rapport, and blessings of wisdom and empathy.
Aside from the obvious cannons resting right below her neck, she's got a pretty bizarre mix of weaponry. Her lasso of truth is a piece of unbreakable string
Guys,
that,
she's
well,
a woman
makes her tell
with
the truth.
breasts. Do you get it?
Must you be thinking?
Do you get it?
God, your daughter's got a nice rack.
Hell yeah, she does.
She uses her tiara as a long-range throwing weapon, using its razor-sharp edge to slice open her enemy's throat.
Wonder Babe here wears the bracelets of submission, indestructible steel gauntlets forged from the remains of Zeus's legendary Aegis. These babies can block all sorts of attacks.
She has persevered throughout the years, fighting a huge variety of foes, even killing the Greek god of war Ares.
Hear that, Kratos? A chick beat you to it.
Let's see you smile now.
All right, the combatants are set. Let's end this debate once and for all.
But first, I need some singles from my very own Wonder Stripper. Thanks to GoDaddy.
All right.
Want to get the most out of one sheet? Grab Bounty.
Add one of two? Come on, man.
Bounty is made to be stronger.
Yeah, I mean, the good news is
and
at
more
least
absorbent.
that this is the worst
So while
that it
ordinary brands
gets.
can't hold up, one sheet of Bounty keeps working even
There
when
is
wet.
there is one other episode in season 1 that gets kind of, but this is as far
Now that's
as
the sound of value.
this goes. This
Bounty,
is
the quicker
as
picker
bad
upper.
as it is.
Want to get the most out of one sheet?
This is the same ad.
Grab Bounty.
What is the worst episode?
Bounty is made to be stronger
We'll
and more absorbent.
get
So while
there.
ordinary brands can't hold up,
Don't you
one
worry.
sheet of Bounty keeps working
We will
even
get
when
there.
wet.
Oh yeah, hold on. Now might be a good time to show. I got
Now that's the sound of value.
for the new year this rock that I transfer my soul into to play video games and watch
Hosting from GoDaddy.com
watch,
includes
videos on the internet.
99.9% uptime,
I gained some
24/7
new
support, and
emotions.
free access
I can
to
now
hosting connections.
experience
/GoDaddy for a list of
fear.
all the amazing
and distress. That's skipped forward in the video.
And remember, you can Revision 3.
Battle!
Also, this fight's fucking dull.
Fight.
Look at this complicated choreography.
Good night, sugar.
Woohoo! This goes down in history as the best death battle ever.
Poor Wonder Woman was more than a match for Rogue, but then she touched Rogue's face.
Wonder Woman is a trained fighter, so naturally she would strike her opponent's weakest spots like the neck, stomach, joints, and, well, the face.
In the end, her failure was a result of her thorough Amazonian training.
And her stripper outfit. Her leg was just begging to be grabbed there. Though personally, I might have grabbed elsewhere.
Wonder Woman's powers may
Shut
be
up!
godly,
Oh
but
my
Rogue's taken
god.
similar powers
Yeah, they
before,
ditched
so
the
there was
health
no
bars after
reason to
2
say she couldn't
episodes,
hear.
which
Adding Wonder Woman's strength
I
and
think
speed to
was
Rogue's
a
own power gave her
was a
huge
good
advantage,
move. They were just kind of
drastically turning the
distracting.
tide.
A few high-flying combos, and our favorite ex-girl had Wonder Woman on the ropes.
And with her combined reflexes, speed, and seventh sense, she
At least
outmaneuvered
Wonder Woman does
with
get
one
later
fatal kiss.
episodes that
Rogue
are
sure made out
much
in this fight.
The
better.
winner is Rogue.
Next time on Death Battle.
Oh yeah, next episode is fucking based, by the way. Hold on.
A death battle.
Wow. Got my stupid fucking wow, an Audible sponsorship? They got all the classics.
The Mushroom Kingdom is a world that houses many strange and interesting creatures, like the Goomba, a walking brown mushroom with fangs.
And the Koopa, that stupid turtle who always gets himself killed.
Every video game has its share of basic, endless common enemies.
No, this episode
can't
doesn't
get any
need a
more
makeout
common than
scene.
these two.
It's
But which
good
is the
enough
best of the
without
worst?
it.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Yes, it's
The
Goomba
Goombas
versus
used to be
Koopa Troopa.
steadfast allies of the Mushroom Kingdom. After years of oppression due to their low intelligence and short stature, they betrayed their own mushroom brethren and became the backbone of Bowser's vast army.
They're not
The
mushrooms,
Goomba's
they're
main combat
chestnuts.
strategy
You
is just to walk directly into its opponents. While
idiot.
this isn't the smartest thing to do, it takes some real spores if you know what I'm saying. Plus, they also have these vampire fangs, but they don't ever seem to use them, and thinking about it, why does a mushroom even have a mouth?
When available, the Goomba will use the green Goomba shoe to get the jump on its foes, easily able to hop over 12 feet in the air. Goombas can also sprout wings, becoming Paragoombas, capable of barely sustained flight.
And when flying, the mushroom thing can bomb victims below with micro Goombas. You know you're a badass when you throw babies as weapons.
The traditional Goomba may seem a useless pawn, but these troopers have been known to accomplish the impossible.
Wait a minute, is that Goomba playing baseball with no hands? Oh my god, it has telepathy powers!
Telekinesis? No, it doesn't.
Well, then how's it holding it?
Goombas are unwaveringly brave, never backing down from a fight and always ferociously
Like, I don't
charging
know
into
if
battle
it's
without
funny or
hesitation,
sad that
though
this is
sometimes their
unironically
stubborn
the
courage can backfire.
far and away
you'd
the
think
best
it would
episode
stop
so
walking
far.
when impending death is directly in front of it.
After dissecting a voluntary Goomba myself, I discovered its brain to be less than half the size of an acorn, proving what we've always known.
Goombas are fucking morons.
Bowser's second most common foot soldier is the Koopa
What is
Troopa,
that art?
the Turtle Warrior.
Who made
Like
that art?
Ninja Turtles?
No, not Ninja Turtles.
Who
While the
made that
Goombas are
art?
the backbone, the Koopas
just-
are prevalent
I
enough
just
to have
wanted- I have
Bowser's army named
questions.
the Koopa Troop.
Koopas have their own set of paratroopa wings that can fly for several minutes with no problem.
Koopas are also fairly skilled in tennis, baseball, basketball, and go-kart driving.
Are you sure it's not a Ninja Turtle?
Their best offense is also their finest defense, the Koopa Shell, made of a tough, steel-like substance capable of withstanding over 200 pounds of pressure.
As an offensive weapon, the Koopa Shell can destroy almost anything. It's a living torpedo of pain.
There seems to be a common misconception that it takes Mario 2 hits to kill a Koopa. Actually, it only takes one. There just happens to be this durable shell in the way. However, this leads to the Koopa's
True.
greatest weakness. When Mario jumps on a Koopa's back, rather than retaliating, it retreats into its shell. Why?
Because they're a bunch of pussies.
That's right, Boomstick. The Koopas are cowards, afraid to face a dangerous foe. Some run from danger, but most just hide in their thick shells.
Then again, if I were carrying an impenetrable fortress on my back and some large Italian man was trying to murder me, I'd probably hide in it too.
But you'd think as soon as Mario picked up the shell, it would be a perfect time to counterattack, right? And even when they're flying after a good kick, they refuse to stick their feet out and stop themselves.
Well, yeah, you're right. They're
Don't
bitches.
worry. There will be Ninja Turtles
once and for all.
later.
But first,
We'll
I
get
need to
there.
find some combat research books on Audible.com.
Want to get the most out of one sheet?
First, I need some bounty
Bounty.
paper towels. I could switch to YouTube
Bounties
for
make
these
you
early
stronger
episodes. There's only like one
and
in
more
season
absorbent.
1
So while
that
ordinary
is
brands
not on
can't hold
YouTube.
up,
In
one
fact,
sheet of
I'm
bounty
going
keeps
to.
working
You know what?
Even when wet.
After this episode, I'm going to do that. Actually, what am I saying? I'm gonna do that right now. Hold on. Yeah, like they do like little fun quirky episodes sometimes. God. Is me streaming like tanking my fucking internet? We'll get to all of those in due time. What did I just click on? No. Take me back. We're not there yet. This is season 10. Bear with me a moment. Chat. I want to go to playlists. No. Playlists. Take me to the playlists tab. No. God damn it. Internet, work please. What's my thing? Is it all? I don't know why it's being so slow. Unless it's somehow Rooster Teeth taking up all the friggin'.
This episode is sponsored by BetterHelp and HelloFresh.
Nope, that's not. Why? Stop. Stop! Okay. Yes. Good. Now go to the playlist section. Killua mentioned. We'll get to the Killua episode later. I have things to say about the Killua episode. Oh my god, what the hell is going on? Is it just... Okay, actually what is going on? I do not have that much.
This episode is sponsored by BetterHelp and Death Battle.
This is the most recent episode. No, stop. Is my internet seriously not good enough for me to stream a YouTube video? Yeah, you're getting... Oh my god, no. You're getting a sneak peek at, like, all of the episodes that we're eventually going to get to. Anyway, we're here for Peak. We're here for Peak Death Battle. Yeah. Is it just me, or has the, like, internet in general been, like, kind of fucked up? Like, Discord has been having problems, Twitter has been having problems. Something's going on. Something's going on with internets. Much be too... Why? Why is this needed? I'm trying to watch... Let me watch Goomba vs. Koopa, uploaded 12 years ago. All of our brains are dying. At least our brains are bigger than a Goomba's, which is apparently half the size of an acorn, according to the most reputable source ever. Season 1 of Death Battle. Wow. Yeah, it would have been faster to watch the 2 Bounty paper towel roll ads. It would have been faster. Please. It's Radical 6. Alright, let's go forward a little bit. We can watch the ad for audible.com. Use code DEATHBATTLE at audible.com. We will watch
over
Goomba vs. Koopa
titles
before
to
this
choose
night
from,
is
you can
over.
find anything you want. I recommend the camera.
I'd swear to God.
Cambridge Lectures by Stephen Hawking.
Isn't that the smart guy who's half robot?
Yes, audiobooks.
Oh my God. The one day I decide, hey, I'm gonna stream just watching some fun YouTube videos. YouTube's like, oh, let's just not work right now. But Sandra H could not think of a better way to spend her commute time than listening to The Beekeeper's Apprentice on audible.com.
Can be downloaded and played back anytime, anywhere. Choose from books in every genre imaginable.
Science fiction, drama, business, even books about weapons.
Go to audiblepodcast.com/deathbattle for a free audiobook download of your
okay.
choice when you
I
sign
think
up
it's
today.
good.
Again,
I think it's
go
good.
to
We are so back, Chad.
audiblepodcast.com/deathbattle for your free audiobook.
But now it's time for a death
You
battle.
be nice to them. They're trying their best.
Fight!
The Goomba did, like, funny awesome face, guys. This is cinema. It is very, like, Super Mario Bros. Z was animated fucking leagues better than this. But we will get to some stuff that is more reminiscent of that. Oh, but he fell into the shoe. Yeah. A whole army of Goombas. He's gonna do it.
Double KO.
Oh man, I thought this was gonna suck! That was awesome! Who knew those little fuckers could fight like that?
The Goomba's arsenal proved effective enough, but its own stupidity became its downfall.
Then the
There's
Koopa
no
was
winner.
down and kept to the safety of his shell, not stopping in time to avoid the giant pool of lava death.
Even the Koopa's tough shell can't protect it from fire.
You might say this battle really heated up in the end.
This battle is a draw.
Next time on Death Battle.
Alright, there's my mouse. God, old YouTube interface. Yeah, next is friggin' Hagar versus Zangief, but because of the way this place is organized... Oh, it just goes... Or does it just go back to the start of this one? God, why is YouTube being so garbage? Yeah, like, Wiz's voice is different in, like, the first episode.
The Mushroom Kingdom is a world that houses many strange and interesting creatures, like the Goomba, a walking brown mushroom with fangs.
And the Koopa, that stupid
Shut up,
turtle
we've
who
already
always gets-
seen this. It's peak. We know Goomba versus Koopa is peak. God.
himself killed.
Every video game
Why
has
is
a share
YouTube
of
so
basic, endless
terrible
common
today?
enemies, and you can't get any more
Goomba versus Waddle Dee when? Get on it, Death Battle. Please. Please, I beg of you. YouTube. Work with me here. I don't want to have to go back to watching on roosterteeth.com. I mean, we will have to for the episode after this, because that one's got a big fat copyright claim. Gee, hold on. Like, can I just... You know what? At this point, I think I will tolerate the ads, just because it's like
This episode of
it's
Death Battle
stable.
is brought to you by Netflix. Go to www.netflix.com/deathbattle for your free trial membership.
So true, so true. Also, hi Noah. Glad you could join us for this internet nostalgia
Capcom has produced
blast.
hundreds of deadly warriors, but few can best these two hulking leviathans.
Hagar, the mayor-elect of Whoop-Ass,
And Zangief, Russia's Red Cyclone.
these two wrestlers have never met in person, but their rivalry is legendary, and it's about
Have they
time
not?
they duked it out.
I'm Wizard and he's Boomstick, and it's our job to analyze their weapons.
I don't
armor,
think
and
they've
skills
been
to
in
find
any
out who would
versus
win
games together. That's
death
actually a
battle.
good point.
Standing 6'7" and weighing 266 pounds, 30 of which is probably in his manly mustache, it's Mike Hagar!
For many years, Hagar was a champion wrestler of Slam Masters, until being elected mayor of Metro City, a metropolis overrun with street gangs.
Too bad there aren't more badasses in office. Most mayors would just put up laws against crime or increase the police force, but Mike takes matters into his own hands.
He was
Hagar is a
Zangief
former
was in
pro-American wrestler specializing in
Marvel.
grabs, holds, and quick strikes.
He was in
He's of
Marvel
Scottish
1
ancestry
and
proud
2,
of it. Even
and then
having a
Hagar
Scottish
was
flag
in
on his gym,
3.
It's likely he has also trained in Scottish backhold wrestling.
So they've
which
never
involves
been in
bear-hugging
an
opponent and
MVC
keeping your
game
balance while overpowering
together.
theirs.
Hagar's got a devastating moveset ranging from suplexes, body splashes, and his own invention, the spinning clothesline double lariat, which Zangief stole for his own use. To even the score, Hagar copied Gief's spinning pile driver. When Hagar isn't overpowering people with his pure manliness, his weapon of choice is a blunt pipe. Hey, he's a mayor that kicks ass and recycles.
Even after his victorious election, Hagar continued his rigorous training.
By pile driving sharks!
It appears Hagar wrestles bull sharks, one of the deadliest sharks on Earth. These can grow up to 11 feet long and weigh up to 500 pounds.
Yes, the bull
Wrestling
shark
these proves Hagar's
analysis.
proficiency in the Scottish backhold, as he keeps his balance against the thrashing sharks until he can pile drive them into the beach.
No, but that would make him scale to
Hagar.
Sonic.
Unfortunately, during his time as mayor, Hagar was undoubtedly forced to prioritize politics over training. It's likely he didn't have much time to learn new techniques or train against many other wrestlers. As a result, he uses moves and skills from an older era.
But they seem to work pretty damn well.
He certainly hasn't lost his touch.
Mike Hagar, the candidate who puts people first.
Zangief stands 7 feet tall at 350 pounds, weighing in as one of the strongest on the street fighting circuit.
And as a testament to his manliness, check out that wicked shin hair.
Zangief is a champion wrestler in Russia, using push and pull techniques to throw his opponents off balance. He also specializes in Sambo, a combination of wrestling and martial arts. He's not skilled in leg locks and chokeholds, but his grappling, submissions, and groundwork are second to none.
Zangief's best moves include his double lariat, atomic suplex, flying powerbomb, and a wicked backhand called the vanishing flat. A move Zangief learned specifically to counter projectiles.
Green hand.
Zangief hates projectiles.
His signature move is the spinning pile driver, which he learned after getting caught in a cyclone while pile driving a bear.
That is the most awesome thing I've ever heard.
Actually, wrestling bears has been Zangief's favorite training exercise since he was a kid.
Oh, we gave bear
Supposedly,
analysis?
he wrestles grizzly bears, but these are not native to Russia. It's far more likely he wrestles a
Bear
ground bears,
analysis.
which weigh up to 1,500 pounds, well over twice the size of a full-grown grizzly.
Holy shit! He pile drived one of those into a tornado?
Battling such a massive beast corresponds with his Russian wrestling training perfectly, forcing the bears to lose their balance and knocking them out cold. Zangief is a loyal Russian through and through, always fighting for his country rather than personal gain. He is often employed by the Russian president as the country's official fighting representative. That said, Zangief is pretty dim-witted, more a follower than a leader. He fights with instinct
I
rather
love
than
that
reason.
All the more reason to
Gorbachev
get out
is a
of his
canon
way.
part of the Street Fighter universe.
Big Zangief broke you.
All right, the
Cool.
combatants are set.
The unstoppable force against the unmovable mayor.
Let's end this debate once and for all.
Wait up! First, I gotta pay for my laser-guided kitten cannon.
Laser what?
Thanks to Netflix. Suck it up, you babies. This kitten cannon's important to me.
And we're
Oh,
done.
Boomstick. You're so quirky.
What about these?
Looks right.
We're gonna need paper towels to clean up all the
Only
blood
Bounty
that's gonna be
absorbs spills
spilled.
like a sponge,
This-
and Bounty is 2 times
this
more absorbent,
battle.
so you can use less and get the job done with 1. This works.
Kind of.
Bounty, the quicker picker-upper. And get 4 rolls in 1 with the Bounty Mega Roll, our longest-lasting roll.
And we're done.
What about these?
Looks right.
Same ad. Oh,
Netflix
nope,
delivers
never
movies
mind. Oh,
directly
now
to
it's
your home, saving you
Netflix.
time and money.
If you can use a mailbox, you can use Netflix.
Instantly watch thousands of TV episodes and movies
Ah,
directly to your PC,
remember when
Mac, or
Netflix used to,
TV
like,
using a Netflix
mail
trial
you
membership. Use
stuff,
this URL
like,
so they know
physically?
Wizard Boomstick sent you.
But right now, it's time for our death battle!
I don't know. Hopefully they don't find about all the towels I've been Googling.
Fight.
Rooster, please. Oh, couch, a globe, Princess Peach, a Dragon Ball, Big the Cat, Pedo Bear. It's 2011, baby. Look at him go.
A great man has fallen today.
Hagar and Zangief's similar moveset appeared evenly matched, anticipating each other's moves and countering with their signature attacks.
He led a long, productive life, kicking ass, ruling Metro City,
I
and
think-
keeping the beaches safe from rogue sharks.
Funny enough,
Not
I
only is
think
Zangief
they
almost
said in
100
one of their
pounds larger than
podcasts.
Hagar. He's
I'm not
also
sure how much of a
13
joke
years
this was,
younger
but
and
they
been
said in one of their
training all his life.
I'm gonna miss
podcasts that
that wonderful
Homestuck is the
mustache.
one
Zangief's
series
youth
that
and
they
lack of
will
political
never
agenda
do
were enough to
on
give him a
Death
slight
Battle.
edge.
Poor
I think
Hagar.
that was
He
mostly
may
a
mile
joke,
drive sharks,
but it's
Zangief's
very
bears are 3
funny
times
that
larger
it's
and
like,
probably twice as dangerous.
Ho-
Sure, Hagar
we're
can
not
grapple
we're
a
not even
half-ton
going
shark without
near
falling
that
over,
shit,
but
bro.
Zangief can push around 1,500-pound bears as a hobby. Hagar didn't stand a chance.
He definitely put up a great fight, though.
That he did.
I'm
He's just
I'm
found
still
his
hoping
window of
one day for
opportunity.
The winner
Dave
is
Strider
Zangief.
versus Saki Uzui.
Next time
I love
on
that
Death
matchup.
Battle.
Also, Kim, here comes your fucking Ninja Turtles episode.
Got an idea for a death battle? Leave a. This episode of Death Battle is brought to you by GameFly. Go to www.gamefly.com/deathbattle.
Also,
for
they
your
say a
free
no-no
trial
word in this
membership.
episode, if I remember correctly. Yeah, this is one of the 2 episodes that does not exist on YouTube anymore. It got copyright claimed by Viacom, I
Leonardo,
believe.
Donatello, Michelangelo, Raphael.
So-
The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles were grown from ooze and raised by a warrior rat in the sewers of New York to
Like,
be the
hopefully
world's most fearsome
the
fighting
VOD
team.
for this doesn't
Lots
get
of
claimed.
superheroes have some weird origin stories, but this one is plain ridiculous.
Their greatest advantage in battle is their family-bonded teamwork, but on their own, which
There
turtle
are
is
Turtles
deadliest?
episodes later.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick,
Like,
And it's our job
they
to
have a
analyze their weapons,
Shredder
armor,
episode,
and
which
skills
is
to find out who
really,
would
really
win
good.
a death battle.
And Leonardo does come back
the leader
later.
of the team, is smart and strategic with a strong sense of honor.
Too bad he traded his sense of humor for that sense of honor. This guy always means serious business. His weapon of choice is an Injakin sword. Shorter, sturdier, and straighter than an ordinary katana, and designed for swift, deadly strikes. Out of all the turtles' weapons, the Ninjakin is the only one specifically designed to murder people. And what's better than one Ninjakin? 2, damn it!
In many timelines, Leonardo is the one who ultimately defeats the Shredder, though always with plenty of help. As leader, he is usually the one with the plan.
Yeah.
He spends most of his
Next
time
episode
training his
is
body and mind under
a
his master Splinter's
follow-up to
instruction
this
and
one.
follows Bushido, a strict samurai code of honor and duty. At one point, he even fought and killed a sort of physical embodiment of the devil.
Giving Keanu Reeves a much-needed break.
However, Leonardo finds it difficult to accept failure. Should things go horribly wrong, his concentration can quickly slip away from him, leaving him sloppy and imprecise.
Leo doesn't like to lose.
Quit clowning, you guys. This is serious.
Donatello is the brains of the bunch.
He knows machines!
Right, Boomstick. Somehow, he learned to operate and manipulate both human and alien technology without any formal education or budget whatsoever. He also speaks 100% fluent technobabble.
The resulting intermittent multipolar flux should create the electromagnetic pulse!
What the hell did I just hear? All that gibberish means he's probably trained less than the others, devoting more of his time for science.
Fortunately, his useful bow staff makes up for his lack of constant training. Durable, oak, and 6 feet long, the bow gives Donatello far more attack range than his other brothers.
The range is nice, but takes a lot of time and patience to kill anybody with a stick.
He's no expert strategist, that's Leonardo's turf, but Donatello is considered the most level-headed of the turtles. Even with his time spent tinkering, he's still a very capable warrior, easily keeping up with his brothers and even killing the Shredder in an alternate dimension.
An ass-kicking nerd? I don't believe it.
I'm making this up as I go!
Michelangelo is the youngest of the turtles. He's lazy, undisciplined, and easily distracted. He spends his free time playing video games, watching TV, reading comic books, and eating pizza.
That turtle is fucked up.
What?
Come on, you can't tell me that turtle is not on drugs.
I don't know. I always thought he was dropped as a kid.
Okay, look, he has all the signs. Strange eating habits, inability to pay attention, incoherent phrases.
Moving on, his weapon of choice...
The bong.
No, the nunchaku isn't really a weapon at all. It's a farming tool for threshing grain. These weapons are unnecessarily overcomplicated clubs with the effectiveness of a tattered fly swatter. Yet somehow Michelangelo has been able to blunder his way through fights to victories he
help
really
redoing this segment.
Doesn't deserve.
He even beat Raph once.
Sure, I get it. Swinging chucks around gives them momentum to hit with and blah blah blah, but in the end, a baseball bat will give you the same effect and more with much less effort. Seriously, who came up with these things? They're preposterous.
You're preposterous. I don't know.
And for some reason, in all his infinite wisdom, the great Master Splinter gave the most complicated weapon to the retard of the group.
Yep.
Why?
This streamer does not condone anything said by Death Battle. I'm so sorry, Kim.
Raph is cool but crude. Hell, forget crude, this guy's borderline psycho.
Sure to throw the first punch, Raphael is certainly the most vicious of the team. He's constantly butting heads with the others and challenging Leonardo's leadership.
When talking about this episode, we ignore the Michelangelo segment. Everything else
like the nunchuck, they also
is
humbly
cool.
began as a farming tool, but were reevaluated to counter the oppressive samurai.
They're best used as a close-range defensive weapon. The triple prongs are designed to block, trap, and control an opponent's weapon while using the pommel to beat the enemy into submission. Raph's sai can even snap swords.
Raphael is not exactly the smartest fighter, usually rushing into a brawl without a plan and just overpowering a foe. Because of this, Raphael spends much of his time honing his combat skills. It is very likely he is physically the strongest turtle.
Also, this guy is in some serious need of anger management.
He is naturally hot-headed and sometimes loses control of his rage. He is much more vicious than the other turtles, and at one point in the comics even became the Shredder himself.
Damn!
Alright, the combatants are set. Let's end this debate once and for all.
Wait up, Will.
I'd be down for
Ninja
that.
Turtle game first.
We haven't. We just did all this research with it.
Gamefly!
Want to get the most out of
Paper
one sheet?
towels.
Grab Bounty.
Yeah, I'd be down for
Bounty is made to be stronger
turtles beat 'em
and
up.
more absorbent. So while ordinary brands
Yeah,
can't
like
hold up,
all of their
sheet
ads are
Bounty
for
is
like
working
the
even when
classics.
wet.
They got GameFly, Audible, Netflix. They have
now
some.
that's the sound of value.
At some point, they start doing a lot of
Quicker picker
Blue
upper.
Apron. Yeah, GoDaddy.
Want to get the most out of one sheet? Grab Bounty.
They have like
is
an
made
ad
to
for
be stronger
Slim Jims at one point, I'm pretty sure.
and more absorbent.
The best
So while
ad
ordinary
though,
brands
the
can't
best
hold up,
ad is
One sheet of Bounty keeps
the one
working
that's
even when wet.
I forget the exact name of it, but it's the like organization against drunk driving,
Now that's the sound of value.
which is it's
Quicker
actually
picker
a
upper.
really funny ad that they do.
Gamefly is the largest online video game rental
Okay, but I
service
do
and
not
offers you
care
a choice
about
of over
Gamefly.
7,000 new and classic.
Now, it's time for a death battle!
Fight.
Damn it, video, come on. Oh, Donatello died.
Whoa! Somebody call an ambulance! Or a vet, I don't know.
There is a reason why Leonardo is the leader of the team. Not for strength
blue
or
one
speed, but for
wins.
strategy. Leonardo understands the strengths and weaknesses of the other turtles.
The remorse in his eyes with these like crusty ass blurry sprites.
Who couldn't compete with Don's range. But by the time Raph got his revenge, Leo was in way better shape for the final duel.
And I can hear all the fanboys raging, but Raph won in the movie. He should win here. Nya nya. No. 4 reasons. 1, the result of the fight was specifically plot constructive, which is rarely accurate. 2, Leonardo absolutely decimated Raph in the fist fight beforehand. 3, Leonardo didn't want to fight at all. If he did, he would have killed Raphael right here.
Tilt the blade, slide left, bam, no more Raph.
And 4th, that whole movie doesn't make much sense to begin with. Why should this?
But hey, Leo can still die from that stab, right?
Doubtful, for several reasons. Turtles proportionally have smaller vital organs and
turtle science,
than humans, meaning there's little chance Raphael actually hit anything important. Leo's actually been stabbed plenty of times in the series and walked away. And all 4 turtles have been trained in Qi Kung and can control their breathing and heart rate to survive extreme conditions.
Looks like Leo got the point of this battle.
The winner is Leonardo.
And the next episode is a direct continuation of this one, having the winner fight one of the Battletoads.
Last time on Death Battle, the Ninja Turtles battled to find the deadliest of the team, and good old Leo used cunning strategy and swordplay to come out on top.
But the fight isn't over yet. Leonardo must now face his most powerful imitator, Zitz, the leader of the mighty Battletoads.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle. Zitz was computer engineered as one of 3 ultimate amphibian warriors in a gladiatorial video game reality show called Battletoads. This accident, the game's excruciating difficulty is canon, as it was
why did it skip ahead like that?
Editorial video game reality show called Battletoads. This accidentally opened a dimensional gateway to another galaxy. Every time the game began, the galaxy became the Battletoad arena for their superhero war against the Dark Queen, and they...
Whoa, whoa, whoa! What?
3 nerds made a video game, got sucked through it to another galaxy, and became Toad superheroes.
Okay, got it.
Zitz was originally colored yellow to differentiate him from Rash, but he is now officially a blue-green hue. He leads the Battletoad team with a laid-back yet strategic attitude.
He chooses to go with my personal favorite battle strategy, beat the shit out of everything that moves. And as a Battletoad, Zitz can shapeshift his body into various weaponry. Giant fists, heavy weights, ram horns, you name it.
Unlike his teammates, Zitz has used his inventive genius to mechanically advance his weaponry far beyond those of his fellow Toads. By combining technology and brawn, Zitz has added blades, saws, and drills to his arsenal.
And this guy could be the world's best handyman if he always wasn't getting sucked into an alternate dimension every time someone turned on a video game.
Despite having almost no actual combat training, Zitz has proved strong enough to power through some of the toughest games ever made. And yes, the game's excruciating difficulty is canon, as it was specifically programmed by the Battletoads themselves.
Yeah, try and wrap your brain around that one.
I'm a big bad mother of all toads!
One of the cheetah men.
We briefly covered
that
his
would
abilities
go
last
hard.
episode, but there's plenty more to Leonardo. He has trained in ninjutsu and bushido all his life, shaping his body and mind to master close combat, swordsmanship, honor, and the art of invisibility.
He's also the strategist of the turtle team, who are now all dead, so... yeah.
Leonardo is especially skilled in the use of environment to outsmart and outmaneuver an opponent. He is also the only Ninja Turtle in any timeline to have studied under 2 masters, Splinter the Rat and the Ancient One.
Hey Wiz, look! It's an Asian Yoda! What? Leo wields 2 ninjakin swords, which are best for swift, deadly strikes and designed with the idea that a good offense is the best defense. They're usually mistaken as katana in the show and comics, even though they are obviously straight rather than curved.
The ninjakin is, in fact, an invention of Hollywood, as there is no historical evidence of the weapon's existence.
Like the moon landing!
Shut up. While he usually relies on his brother's solid teamwork, he has proven to be a very effective warrior on his own too, defeating all sorts of enemies like ninja robots, giant monsters, war-torn aliens, and even the Shredder.
Gotcha.
All right, the combatants are set. Let's
yeah,
end this debate
I mean,
once and for all.
they're
But
also
first,
like
our shameless
definitely
advertisement from our
finding
friends at
their
GoDaddy.com.
Need reliable,
their like
secure web hosting
style
without the long-term
now.
contract?
Yes, I do.
And more. Check out revision3.com/GoDaddy for a list of all the
Getting
amazing
more, like,
GoDaddy deals from
comfortable with
Revision
it.
3. Death Battle alone has 7 awesome coupon codes to choose from.
Coupon
But first,
codes.
it's time for our death battle!
Fight.
The remorse. The sadness in the turtle's eyes. Fucking Scooby-Doo ass strategy. Got him.
Damn!
Zitz was more than a match for
Damn.
Leonardo in a simple brawl, using his brutal arsenal to overpower him. But when it came to using the environment, Zitz couldn't handle Leonardo's ninja skills, and his lack of training left him frustrated and unsure of what to do.
While Zitz is a strategist, he always relies on his brute force, and once Leo
Yeah, I
went
do
to
like
stealth
how
mode and turned the tide,
they
Zitz
do
decided
try to
just bring the whole
incorporate
sewer
stuff
down. And come on, Leo fights all kinds of
from,
mutants
like, if
and
it's like a
monsters
video
at
game
least once
character,
a
they will
week.
try to
Of all the
incorporate
toads,
stuff
Zitz certainly
from
stood the best chance with
the
his
game,
technologically
like the little
advanced weaponry.
Battletoads
But while the
combo.
Battletoads are known for accomplishing
Especially for
impossible odds, so are the
later
Ninja
episodes
Turtles.
with fighting
Leonardo
game
made quick work
characters,
of
they'll
Zitz as soon as he had the
put in,
chance.
like,
In the end,
actual
Zitz just needed to
combos
pull
from the
himself
game
together.
in the
The
fight.
winner is Leonardo.
Again. Next time on Death Battle.
God, I barely remember anything about this one.
To 50 years with my best friend and my soulmate.
They weren't able... Oh, yeah, you could see, like, the artifacting around the edge.
Quick, the quicker picker-upper.
That's
Only
the case
Bounty
for...
absorbs spills like a sponge, and Bounty is 2 times more absorbent,
a
so you
lot
can
of
use
these
less
other
and get the
ones.
job done with 1.
Well, I mean,
Got a bit of your face on your
like, they're
face.
both
Bounty,
dinosaurs
the
and they're
quicker
both from
picker-upper.
video
And get 4
games.
rolls in 1 with the Bounty Mega Roll, our
It's,
longest-lasting roll.
the logic
This
is
episode of Death
flawless.
Battle is brought
Oh,
to you by
Squarespace, another classic.
Who doesn't like dinosaurs? No one, because they're awesome.
Like Yoshi, Mario's happy-go-lucky steed.
And Riptor, the dino warrior with a killer instinct.
I'm Wizard,
That's a
and he's
cool
Boomstick,
image of
and it's our
Riptor
job
they
to
used.
analyze
I
their
could not
weapons,
tell what
armor,
was
and
happening.
skills to find out who would win a death battle. Yoshi is a cheerful and friendly dinosaur whose race happens to be among Bowser's most hated enemies. Why?
Because they're so goddamn happy all the time.
Yoshi is considered one of the fastest characters in the Mario universe and has a higher and stronger jump than Mario. Despite his cute and cheery demeanor, Yoshi's powerful enough to put down this Goliath single-handedly. He's able to keep up with experienced fighters like Solid Snake, Link, and
Using
even previous
Smash
Death
Bros
Battle
for
champion
scaling.
Samus Aran.
And he either
SMH.
doesn't have any ears or he's really freaking patient. Because he somehow put up with that whiny-ass baby Mario.
Oh, it's 2010. Baby Mario
me,
crying
someone
in
would've found
Yoshi's
him in a
Island is the
dumpster after
worst
the
thing
first
ever.
level. Also, while young Yoshis are dumb enough to run off cliffs, they learn quickly over time, eventually driving go-karts, playing sports, and surviving the greatest death trap ever created. Mario Party.
Yoshi has a large arsenal of eggs to use as lightweight projectiles, and can even create a giant eggshell to use as an all-encompassing shield.
What is it with creatures from the Mario universe using their babies as weapons? Is it that effective? I'm gonna have to test this out. Maybe some sort of baby launcher?
Boomstick, that's a
Oh, alright.
terrible
See ya.
idea. Anytime you'd want to reload, you'd have to wait 9 months. Anyway, Yoshi's greatest asset is his stomach.
Yeah, Yoshi's got a bad eating problem and devours everything in sight with his long, stretchy tongue. He can swallow almost anything, even fire.
That's right, Boomstick. Yoshi has
That's
the
right,
strangest
Boomstick.
digestive system I've ever come across. Certain meals can grant him special abilities. Otherwise, after consuming a foe or item, Yoshi, ejects an egg spawned from the subject. The egg may have special properties from said object or contain the victim within.
Wait, that's how he makes eggs? Are there any female Yoshis?
I don't think they're male or female. Yoshi's maybe asexual.
That's not what
poor,
asexual
miserable
means.
Yoshi got right stuff.
Riptor was genetically engineered by Ultratech to be the perfect combination of human intelligence and animal brutality.
His
Death
tools
Battle
of death are
Gender
his teeth,
Podcast.
claws, and impaling tail. And he knows how to use them well, pulling off insanely bloody combos. And when he's not fighting up close, he can spit a fiery acid.
Riptor is only 4
Yeah,
years old,
there's
and
a
yet already he's
there's a
nearly
certain
unstoppable
novelty
killing
to
machine.
the
That's one
early
ass-kicking
death
toddler.
He has
battles,
reached a point
where
his
a
human
lot of
emotion
it's
and
just
reasoning
shit
conflict
that
with
they
his
just
predatory
pull out of a
instincts, often
hat.
confusing him to the point of blind rage and aggression.
Riptor may look, sound and act like a velociraptor, but he's really something else entirely. He's twice as big and twice as slow, and I don't think velociraptors
Also,
could
I don't
shoot
know if this
acid.
was
They were awesome enough without it. With a limited amount of combat training,
like
Riptor relies
the
on
Killer
his
Instinct
raptor
reboot,
instincts
but
in a
Riptor's a
fight.
girl,
Raptors were pack hunters,
by the
preferring
way.
to flank their victims with stealth, speed, and secrecy, though they were no pushovers by themselves. On their own, they usually just rushed their opponent and overpowered them with ultra combos. And if Jurassic Park has taught us anything, it's that raptors are clever sons of bitches.
Wow, Boomstick, I didn't know you knew so much about dinosaurs.
Yeah, I always wanted me a pet raptor. I was gonna call him Barney after I found out what irony was.
Okay, cool.
Right,
they
the
talked about
combatants are
nothing
set. Let's end this
for
debate
Riptor.
once and for all.
First, I need to get some money to convert my kitten cannon into a baby launcher.
You've got to be kidding me.
From Squarespace.
This isn't Charmin. No wonder I don't feel as clean.
Hurry up, Dad.
I'm trying. This cheap stuff is too thin.
Here's Charmin Ultra Strong.
Why do these bears care
My
about toilet
bottom's
paper
been
so
saved.
much?
With its diamond weave texture, Charmin Ultra
No
Strong
one
cleans better
but
with fewer
Charmin
sheets
bears.
and less effort.
We fucking love shitting.
This?
We all go. Why not enjoy the go with Charmin?
I'm starting to
For a
believe
shower
that
fresh, clean feeling,
now that the
try
company's
Charmin
like
flushable wipes.
the company's going through hard times,
Koala and Facebook Places on a
they
live Google map.
they
Many of the
require
internet's highest traffic
towel.
web pages are
They're in the
powered by
pocket of big
Squarespace.
paper towels.
Time for a death battle!
Also, did they do a GoDaddy ad and then the very next episode do a Squarespace ad?
Fight. Awesome combo.
Kill child. Yeah.
Yoshi couldn't compete with Riptor's tough and brutal viciousness, but his varied arsenal ultimately produced
This one's
a
such
winning
a
move.
it's such a
Riptor's
nothing
freaking beast in a
episode.
fist fight, but while Yoshi looks all
Like it
cute and
it
stuff,
didn't
he's
offend
actually a
me.
deadly devouring machine.
It didn't
Like
have
Max White.
anything
That raptor
problematic
mind
in
of
it.
might be cunning and clever,
but it's just
tooth and claw
kinda-
can only accomplish so much. Yoshi's bizarre digestive system rebounded the acid spit, blinding Riptor and leaving him vulnerable.
Riptor may be smart, but Yoshi can drive cars, and show me another dinosaur who can do that.
Even with a Velociraptor's strong sense of hearing and smell, Riptor's confused and vengeful mind wasn't able to process the change of tactics fast enough. Even so, he was already finished.
Even if that conveniently placed cliff hadn't have been there, Riptor would have lost his whole face pretty quick to the acid. He just didn't have the stomach for this dino fight.
What?
I'm clever!
The winner is Yoshi.
Anyway, next time we're just gonna get right into it. This episode's kind of
This
cool.
episode of Death Battle is brought to you by HostGator.
What the fuck is
Hosting completely powered by
HostGator?
Green Energy. Get 25% off your order with a
They
Revision 3
they
discount.
made
Code
up
word
a
Death
sponsor. I refuse to believe HostGator is a real thing.
It literally is, Boomstick. Not only do we have two ferocious females in the ring today, but they're also, well, cats.
Felicia, the pop star demon cat chick lady.
And Tao Kaka, Blaze Blue's speedy vigilante.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And
Now
it's our
worry
job to
not,
analyze
this
their
episode
weapons,
is
armor, and skills to find
much
out who
less
would win a death
icky
battle.
than the last girl v
As
girl
a Catwoman, Felicia faced
episode.
discrimination all her life. She was raised by a nun and aspired to become a successful pop star, a passion that would ultimately lead her on a quest to bring humans and cat people together to make children happy.
What the hell? I thought we were talking about a deadly demon warrior, and is she naked?
Yes.
But she's a cat.
Yes.
You think it'd be wrong to...
Yes. Felicia is a Darkstalker, a creature of the night, and naturally possesses supernatural strength, speed, and agility. She can also use her unique cat sense to sniff out enemies from extreme distances.
She can tear into her foes with the sharp claws resting in her big-ass paws, each several inches long and capable of tearing through all
Most
kinds
of
of
that's
armor.
like that's like the one thing. But also, I can kind of forgive it because it's Felicia Darkstalkers. I mean,
Delta kicks and rolling buckler.
Felicia, she can really move. Felicia, she's got an attitude.
Yes, Boomstick, we get it. She's like Sonic. Anyway, as a Darkstalker, she has a natural affinity for magic, able to use it in the form of her only ranged attack, kicking sand.
At least she's litter box trained.
As she was raised by a nun,
Too
even
afraid of
becoming
being
one
a furry
herself,
to be
she has
too
little to no
horny.
combat training, preferring to focus on her
Correct.
singing career and running an orphanage. As such, she relies on her lethal feral instincts in a fight.
But these same instincts also lead her to be easily distracted by ferocious enemies like butterflies, rogue balls of yarn, and paper that crinkles.
The other Darkstalkers often consider Felicia to be one of the weakest of their kind, but with the help of her friends, she somehow manages to hold her own against demon lords, spellcasters, and all-powerful aliens.
This one cat you don't want to cross.
I sure could use a cat nap.
That chick wearing a cat hoodie?
No, that's a special cloak designed to fit her Kaka body.
Her what body?
Tau Kaka is a vigilante of the Kaka tribe, a cat-like people descended from
this is
genetically
also one of
living weapons.
only
Her genetics provide her with a
2
natural
Blaze Blue
fighting
episodes
instinct.
they've ever
She
done.
is the guardian of the Kaka, implying
One
that
of
she's
only
the
2
best fighter of the
Darkstalkers
group.
episodes now
Well,
that I
she may
think
be a
about it.
good fighter. She is one dumb cat.
Unfortunately, Tao has an incredibly severe case of ADHD. While she hunts bounties intent on improving her fighting skill and bringing money to her family, she often winds up completely forgetting about her mission at the worst of times, often even befriending her would-be targets.
She has 3 retractable dual-edged blades on her hands and feet. Well, they're not
Come on, video, work with me here.
Vicious attacks. However, there is only so much see-through in Oz, as well as to execute incredibly
to hook sides and saw blades. Damn, I don't even want to think what those things will do to my couch.
Tao's genes allow her to instinctively access and utilize Seether, a raw, powerful energy seeping through the air. Tao can use Seether to empower and transform her claws, as well as to execute incredibly vicious attacks. However, there is only so much Seether.
Wow. This new Charmin Ultra Soft Smooth Tear
Tao
is
can access
so
Seether
soft
to wipe
and
her
so
butt
smooth. I'm
using
starting to
Charmin
get
toilet
carried
paper.
away. Thank you, Mr.
Yeah, Blaze
Smooth
Blue's
Bear.
got some fun
Designed with
characters.
smooth tear edges, new Charmin Ultra
And the
Soft
other
Smooth
Blaze
Tear
Blue
has
episode that they
wavy
do have
perforations that tear so
is
much
pretty
better
cool.
for a smooth, more
I
enjoyable
personally
go.
like it.
Mom, you okay
But it's
in there?
also
I'm terrific.
not a very
Enjoy
good
the go with Charmin.
Blaze Blue episode, if that makes sense.
This
That's in
new
season 2,
Charmin
though.
Ultra Soft Smooth
We'll
Tear
get
is
to that
so soft
probably a
and so
different night,
smooth. I'm
because we're going to be
starting
watching
get carried
all of
away.
these.
Thank you, Mr. Smooth Bear.
Designed with smooth tear
Thank
edges,
you, Mr.
new Charmin
Smooth Bear.
Ultra Soft Smooth Tear has wavy perforations that tear so much better for a smooth, more enjoyable go.
Mom, you okay in there?
I'm terrific.
Enjoy the go.
Do y'all
with Charmin.
find toilet paper
Hey,
so
Wiz,
comfortable
what
you
animal
rub
is the
your
best at
face on
building
it?
Websites? The alligator, of course.
That's right, Boomstick. HostGator can get
Did it just skip ahead a bunch?
wise and doesn't
Why
have
does
very
it
many
do that?
powerful energy seeping through the air. Tao can use Seether to empower and transform her claws, as well as to execute incredibly vicious attacks. However, there is only so much Seether in a given space, and once she runs out, Tao will lose many of her deadliest attributes.
Also, apparently Tao likes to carry around a lot of random shit, which she then uses as projectiles during a fight. Bowling balls, apple cores, a pillow? Really?
She's the fastest of the Blaze Blue cast, darting around the arena with incredibly fast combos. However, she's also the weakest stamina-wise and doesn't have very many defensive options.
But if you want to kick her ass, you gotta catch her first.
Oh, it's the movie lady!
Movie lady.
Alright, the
I'm
combatants
glad they
are
included the best line in all of Blaze
are
Blue.
130% powered by Windows credit to market your site. For you, HostGator is
I
offering
do not care about
25%
HostGator. It's not real. It can't hurt me.
All right!
Fight.
I think they said on like a podcast once that they got a sponsorship offer for them to do like a sausage versus pepperoni death battle one time or something. Friendship. For a bit. That one's cute. I like that one. That woman did get split in half, but it's cute, you know?
Slight speed advantage. Though Felicia had the endurance of a Darkstalker, Tao's superior agility eventually
Murder.
gave her the win.
Not to mention, she's got freaking razor blades for
Kill.
claws. Felicia just took her final meow.
The winner is Tao Kaka.
Next time,
it's this one.
This episode of Death Battles brought to you by Jack Threads.
Kratos versus Spawn.
Of all the warriors who have entered this arena, none can compete with these two titans of death. Kratos, the ghost of Sparta who single-handedly annihilated Olympus.
And Spawn, who managed to dethrone both Satan and God.
I'm Wizard and he's Boomstick, and it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle. Kratos is a demigod, raised among the Spartans as their greatest warrior, until one day his people were threatened to be overrun. It was then he struck a deal with Ares, the god of war. Ares would give him the strength
Races,
to protect his
I'm
people.
insane.
In return,
Probably.
Kratos would serve as Ares'
It's gonna
champion
take a
warrior.
while, but I also like.
Super powerful and really
I
vicious,
may or
but
may
was
not
tricked by Ares into killing his own
wanting to
family.
make
But hey, he saved some money on
a
child support
video
and
about
divorce.
this
As the
show,
hot, white ashes of his
so
family clung permanently to his
we're
skin.
we're
Just like
watching
Michael
it.
Jackson.
His quest for vengeance against the gods of Olympus began. As a demigod, Kratos possesses incredible strength, speed, and endurance. He can survive a pummeling from a titan and best the power of Hercules.
Kratos wields the Blades of Exile, twin short swords bound to his arms by chains. The blades have a hook design which Kratos can use to cut right through his enemies or snag them and whip them around. And like most badass weapons, they can somehow emit fire.
Kratos is well trained in sword combat and possesses what may be the most powerful sword the Greek gods have to offer, the Blade of Olympus.
After Kratos killed Ares, spoiler, he was made the god of war, but Zeus tricked him into putting all of his godly powers into this sword, making him mortal once again.
And making the Blade of Olympus a deadly harbinger of death to even the toughest Olympians. His most versatile defense is his golden fleece, armor capable
Spawn
of blocking
is cool.
powerful blows and
And
deflecting
that
magical
is like
attacks.
But there's a whole
the
lot
other
more
cool
to
thing
this guy's
about
arsenal.
this
Like the bow
show
of
is that you
Apollo,
get to
which
learn
can shoot
about
a rapid stream of
all
arrows
these
or
cool
charge up
characters that
deadly
you may
fire
not have
arrows.
known
Then
about
there's the
before.
claws of Hades, which mercilessly rip the souls out of their victims, though tough opponents like Kratos can resist them.
The Nemean Cestus are giant, ultra-strong gauntlets which can stun foes with brutal shockwaves.
The boots of Hermes give him superhuman speed, and when battling the infamous Icarus, he ripped those huge wings off the old fool's back and took them for his own, giving him powers of flight.
Holy crap, that's a lot of weapons.
Yeah,
I like this
like
guy.
part of me
Kratos is
likes
not
the
invincible, but he is very
analyses
difficult
more
to kill.
than the
Hell, he can't even
fights.
kill himself.
In his rage, he
Especially,
tore apart
like,
the ranks
later
of Mount
on,
Olympus
once
and
they,
slaughtered every god upon
get
and below
better.
it, except for Aphrodite.
For obvious reasons.
In doing so, he ultimately brought about the end of the world. Without the power of the gods to keep the chaos in check, the apocalypse had arrived, and its vanguard was Kratos.
I was trying to make you a great warrior. You succeeded.
Al Simmons was trained to be a deadly, stealthy soldier and assassin, and proved numerous times he was the best of the best. But when his morality got the better of him, his boss terminated his contract permanently.
That's when Simmons met Malvosia, one of the demon lords of hell, who struck a deal with him. He'd get to see his wife again if he became captain of Hell's armies. He agreed and was reborn as a Hellspawn. But as with most demons, it tricked him, leaving Spawn with a fate worse than death. And of course, Spawn swore revenge.
Being a Hellspawn, he has superhuman strength and speed. He is nearly invulnerable and can use his own powers to heal and regenerate.
In addition, Spawn can feed or draw from the evil auras of others for the same effect. It really saves him on band-aids.
He wears a living parasitic symbiotic suit named Letha of the 7th House of K.
Letha has ridiculous powers.
Spawn-
Basically, anything she
she's
or
just-
Spawn wants to happen can happen. The suit can create and control
So
chains,
edgy.
claws, spikes, and morph itself into pretty much anything Spawn wants.
You tell
like
this
a
guy was
badass
made in
cape
the
that can
90s.
trap enemies and protect Spawn from all sorts of danger.
The suit has a mind of its own and can operate while Spawn focuses on other parts of the battle. It's strong enough to easily smash through brick and fast enough to block bullets. However, Letha feeds off necroplasm energy when using the suit's powers, a hellish matter which Spawn is entirely composed of. If Letha uses too much, Spawn will be sent back to hell. However, like Spawn, Letha can also feed off the evil and sin of others.
Spawn's also got tons of magic powers. He can teleport, transform, blow things up, turn invisible, alter matter, talk to animals, fly with his cape, read minds, and open portals to heaven and hell. Holy crap!
And he can control the elements, often using fire and water to
This would be
defeat
another
swarms
cool
of enemies.
fight if they
However,
redid,
even with all these godlike abilities,
especially with like better
Spawn
analysis
usually resorts
and
to his most
understanding
primitive
of
weapon.
both of
As
these
he was trained in
characters.
special forces for so long, Spawn is most comfortable using a gun. He's an expert in the use of nearly any firearm imaginable.
Only two things can break through Spawn's defenses and hurt him: necro magic and holy weapons forged in heaven. In addition, he can only die if he's beheaded.
Spawn's fought and killed all sorts of powerful enemies: assassins, cyborgs, vampires, ghosts, angels, demons, other hellspawn, rampaging deities, even Satan and God. Yes, that old lady is the God.
Really? God looks like my Nana. My demigod?
And after being granted unlimited power from the mother of all things, Spawn banished God and Satan from the earth, which he wiped clean and rebuilt in his own image. He then willingly sacrificed his own god powers and eventually returned to his hellspawn form.
Oh, why the hell would he do that? He must have been really bored.
Knock, knock.
All right, the combatants are set. Let's end this debate once and for all.
But first, let's take a commercial break from Jack Threads. Over to you, Boomstick.
And we're done.
Nope, it's paper towels.
Looks right.
Quick! The quicker picker-upper. Only Bounty absorbs spills like a sponge, and Bounty is 2 times more absorbent, so you can use less and get the job done with 1. This works.
Kind of.
Bounty, the quicker picker-upper. And get 4 rolls in 1 with the Bounty Mega Roll, our longest-lasting roll.
Ah, thanks, you handsome devil. Hey, Wiz, do you like going out to shop for clothes?
No. Look at these sprites.
Fight.
I think the Kratos is from an old, like, God of War phone game. Like, pre-smartphone phone game. I think.
You're pissing me off.
The fire effect.
Much for it.
Yeah, normally that last attack.
Why does it do that? Come on. Yeah, lights him on fire. Yeah. Again, this, it does, like, change once they get more animators and better animators.
Die.
But yeah, when it's only one dude who's not an animator by trade doing it,
Oh man,
it
here
gets a
comes
bit
the rage
messy.
from the God of War fanboys.
Kratos is a very difficult one to beat, but Spawn's magical prowess and near indestructible body proved too much for him.
Yeah, normally that last attack would have meant the end for his opponent, but not Spawn.
And while much of Kratos' arsenal were forged by Olympians, Olympus is composed of earthly elements, and is not another plane of existence like heaven, so it stands to reason none of the Olympian weapons could kill Spawn.
Yeah,
Except
sure.
the Blade of Olympus, but it wasn't enough.
Plus, Spawn and his suit had plenty of evil energy to feed on during the fight, since Kratos is literally covered in his past sins.
Well, that was one hell of a fight.
The winner is Spawn.
Next time on Death Battle.
What's next one? Oh yeah, next one's another fucking based matchup. Bomberman versus Dig Dug. Are y'all ready for this one?
This episode of Death Battles brought to you by Busted Tees. Today, two experts of destruction and masters of terrain will fight to the bitter end. White Bomber, the Bomberman, and Taizo Hori, aka Dig Dug. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick, and it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle. Bomberman is a psychopathic cyborg slave forced to duel other slaves to the death in dimly lit maze-like arenas for the entertainment of alien terrorists. No, not that Bomberman, Boomstick. White Bomber, the Bomberman, an alien robot warrior from the planet Bomber who belongs to an intergalactic police force protecting the galaxy. Oh, well, his method of saving those planets is blowing the shit out of them, so he's alright with me. Right, Bomberman cares little for the environment he is supposedly protecting, making him an unpredictable opponent. Bomber's answer to every problem is explosions. Got a locked door? Blow it up. Behind on taxes? Blow them up. Have a naggy wife? Blow her ass up too. His arsenal consists of bombs, and more bombs, which usually take about 2 or 3 seconds to detonate.
Yeah, the
And
like
while the
8-hour
explosions start off
Bomberman
small,
retrospective.
they can
I
be
should
upgraded
watch
to
that.
destroy an entire acre all at once. Plus, he can charge a
That would be a
bomb up
good
to
thing
over
to like
4
put on the
times
background
size
while I'm
for
like working on
maximum
stuff.
destruction. While blasting his way through planet after planet, Bomberman finds numerous power-ups buried beneath the earth. Bomb Up gives him extra bombs, Accelerator increases his running speed, Armor gives him temporary immunity, the Explosion Expander gives his bombs a power boost, and Bomb Kick and Power Glove let him kick and throw bombs at his own leisure. And when he picks up super bombs, you know he means business. I'm talking T2 Judgment Day business. Bomberman can also hatch and tame wild Ruies, kangaroo-like creatures which give White Bomber a distinct advantage in battle. Each Rui has a different ability, though generally they're very fast, have incredibly good jumping skills, can step over bombs, and sacrifice themselves for Bomberman if need be. Kinda like Yoshi's. Which brings up Bomberman's weakness, his own weapons. If
I
White
felt
Bomber's careless, he can easily
age
get caught in his
watching-
own
looking
explosion
at that
or trap
meme.
himself between a wall and his dropped bombs. Yeah, Bomberman's pretty good at blowing shit up, but he's not so hot when it comes to defusing his own explosives. But he survived through a crap ton of games, leaving behind many smoldering piles of rubble that used to be planets, towns, and families. Dig Dug is an expert excavator and executioner. He consistently traverses the underground to slay dragons. His real name is Taizo Hori, which literally means I want to dig. He is also the father of the more recent phenomenon, Mr. Driller. Dig Dug has 2 loves in life, digging and killing. His main weapon is one of the
Dig
most
Dug's
cruel
divorced?
and deadly weapons I've ever seen. It's
Did I
pretty much
read
a
that
cross
right?
between a bike pump and a harpoon. An odd weapon, which I would normally question the efficiency of. But when he stabs you with it, you're gonna wish you'd die any other way than what Mr. Dig Dug has planned for you. The average human body can only take around 15 pounds per square inch of air pressure before death is assured. Every time Dig Dug pumps, over 10 psi is injected into his victim, quickly immobilizing them. 2 or 3 pumps later, Dig Dug's target combusts. That is one horrible way to die. Imagine after being impaled, you're then slowly filled with air until you explode.
It is terrifying.
Oh man, this guy's sick. Dig Dug also has a jackhammer, which he uses to burrow through the earth at an unimaginable speed. He has total control. It's really annoying. No wonder this
Why
guy's
does it,
the
like,
sound it makes.
skip 30
Jackhammer can even
seconds?
force entire islands to split apart. But the strangest thing is the
Sustainability.
sound it makes. You'd think a jackhammer would sound like this, but Dig Dug sounds like this. Actually, Boomstick, that sound seems to occur every time he takes a step, not just when he's drilling. So, what? It's his feet? Man, that would get really annoying. No wonder this guy's a psycho. Dig.
And we're done.
Yeah, he should get some paper
What about
towels.
these?
Looks right.
If you're wondering about the inflation jokes, don't worry. There's none in this episode.
Quick! The
There
quicker
will be in a
picker-upper.
later
Only Bounty
episode in like
absorbs spills like a
season
sponge, and Bounty is 2 times more absorbent, so you can use
8?
less.
I think
and
it's
get
a
the job
season
done
8
with 1.
episode where there's a random inflation
Bounty, the
joke.
quicker picker-upper. And get 4 rolls in 1 with the Bounty Mega Roll, our longest lasting roll.
With Busted Tees, breathing ghost dragons.
Why does it skip ahead? I hate
Both
it.
ferocious dragons defeated when tackled.
There we go.
His feet? Man, that would get really annoying. No wonder this guy's a psycho.
Dig Dug possesses great physical endurance, climbing and digging tirelessly for unprecedented amounts of time. And yet, he is easily defeated when tackled by a tomato with eyes.
What?
Yes, Dig Dug battles both ferocious dragons and living tomatoes.
Who in the hell thought walking tomatoes with goggles were on par with fire-breathing ghost dragons?
Alright, the combatants are set. Let's end this debate once and for all.
But first, I spilled some coffee on my Space Dinosaur t-shirt, and I need to get another, but where?
Why, at Busted Tees, of course.
And we're done.
There's another ad? Oh,
Busted
no?
Tees, it doesn't
Okay.
matter if you're into video games, movies, science fiction, or just
Man,
wrapping your
all the,
torso
like,
in something.
online video players are working wonderfully tonight.
Fight.
That bomb should have killed. That one did.
Yeah, explosion!
Is this
Dig
the
Dug is a
first
difficult
episode where
opponent
we
for
have
anyone to
gripes
beat,
with
not
the
for brute
results?
strength, but maneuverability. Dig Dug had complete control over the terrain right off the bat, while Bomberman was forced to rely on his power-ups for success.
Taking the fight into the ground gave Dig Dug a huge advantage.
Even after it looked like Bomberman took the lead, Dig Dug proved he could control his opponent just as much as he can control his environment.
Bomberman sure went out with a bang.
The winner is Dig Dug.
Alright. This episode is the first one that I would consider,
This
like,
episode of Death Battle is brought to you
good.
by Audible.com.
Like, this is one
Get a
that
free
I
audiobook
come
at
back to
audiopodcast.com/deathbattle.
and watch sometimes because I unironically enjoy it.
Anti-heroes, walking the mysterious gray line between good and evil.
They do what they want, however they want.
So true.
Vegeta's people were slaughtered
Nope,
by an
okay. Yeah, let's just... okay.
Anti-heroes, walking the mysterious gray line
The
between
internet
good and
itself
evil.
is trying
They
to
do what
prevent
they
me
want, however they
from
want.
going on this
Vegeta's people were slaughtered by
fruitless
Form and rival
venture.
to Sonic.
I'm Wizard
But
and
it's
he's Boomstick,
Vegeta
and
versus
our job
Shadow.
to
It's
analyze their
Vegeta
weapons,
for
armor, and
Dragon Ball
skills
and
to find
Shadow
out
the
who would
Hedgehog.
win a death battle. Born a prince to a warrior-like Saiyan race, Vegeta's people were slaughtered by an evil tyrant named Frieza, who molded Vegeta into a deadly, ruthless killer. Over time, however, Frieza's iron grip over him led Vegeta to rebel, ushering Frieza's final defeat with the help of fellow Saiyan Goku. After struggling with adapting to life on Earth, Vegeta eventually became one of the planet's strongest defenders.
He even got hitched to Bulma, breaking poor Master Roshi's heart. Vegeta can move and fly at hypersonic speed. He can survive underwater and in far outer atmospheres for long periods of time. He even has the endurance to survive a nuclear frickin' blast.
Vegeta
Wow,
can use a
a
natural
Dragon
inner
Ball
energy
character
called
can
ki
withstand
to
a
create
nuke. Can you
devastating
believe
attacks.
that,
His
guys?
trademark attack is a purple laser called the Gallic Gun.
His Big Bang attack unleashes a huge explosion of energy covering a vast distance and can be narrowed to a beam for concentrated accuracy.
He can launch a volley of energy bullets, pounding his foe with dozens of deadly blasts. But his most devastating move is his final flash attack, a huge golden beam that can destroy whole planets.
Vegeta's ki is quite versatile and not limited to these 4 attacks. He is never without a weapon.
But wait, there's more!
That's right, Vegeta can reach the legendary status of Super Saiyan,
Maybe.
a near
Yeah, just
indestructible
maybe.
form which increases his power output by 500%.
And he can take this form to the next level for yet another 500% increase. That's a lot of power and math.
The Super Saiyan form is sustained through Vegeta's remaining energy. Also, despite reaching the level of Super Saiyan 4, he was only able to do so with Bulma's Blitzwave machine and cannot do so naturally.
And in Death Battle, we don't allow help from spouses.
Vegeta is cocky, arrogant, and proud. He seeks to be the best and is willing to fight the best to do so, even allowing his opponents to reach power levels much greater than his own.
Well, this has led to him dying twice so far. He's still around somehow, kicking ass and being a dick.
I am a Super Saiyan! And you
This is the first and certainly not the last Dragon Ball character on Death
Built by
Battle.
Professor Gerald Robotnik with alien DNA, Shadow the Hedgehog was created to be the ultimate life form. Despite being a powerful living weapon, Shadow's initial purpose was to provide genes capable of curing the deathly ill, specifically Gerald's granddaughter Maria. But before Shadow could be shared with the world, tragedy struck.
Then Shadow went crazy and tried to destroy the Earth for revenge. But he ended up saving the day instead. Though people are still getting sick on Earth, so I guess he kind of forgot about that whole living cure thing, huh?
Shadow can move at hypersonic speeds and survive underwater and in space.
He's even tough enough to survive a fall to the Earth from the moon. And that's one long-ass fall.
Well, it wasn't exactly the moon, but Shadow survived a fall of about 200,000 miles. By the time he hit the ground, he was falling at a rate of over 6 million feet per second.
I feel sorry for whatever was around when he landed. Some guy just walking along there. Oh my God!
Right. Shadow possesses a natural link to the Chaos Force, a never-ending pool of unbelievable energy.
He can fire several different energy-based projectiles like Chaos Spears and Beams, but his most powerful attack is Chaos Blast, a huge explosion which annihilates everything around him in seconds.
He can also manipulate time and space with Chaos Control, though depending on the situation, using this technique to its fullest takes time and is impractical in combat. Also, Shadow wears 2 inhibitor rings, which restrict his access to the Chaos Force to maintain control. Should he remove them, his power increases immensely, but is somewhat uncontrollable and quickly tires him out.
His Chaos power also increases depending on the number of Chaos Emeralds he has. And when he gets 7 of them, he goes super.
Super Shadow is the pinnacle of his powers, receiving a 1000% increase.
He can fly, move near the speed of light, and is totally invincible.
Despite this, Shadow's super form can only last a few minutes.
But considering his super speed, a short time to him is a long time to his opponents.
That's not all. I'm full of surprises.
All right.
Like already,
Wanna
the
get the most
analysis
out of
is
one
good.
sheet?
I like the
Grab
analysis.
Bounty.
But
Bounty
the
is
best
made to be
part
stronger
of this episode is the fight.
and more absorbent.
The fight.
So while ordinary brands can't hold up, one sheet of Bounty keeps working even when wet. Now that's the sound of value. Bounty, the quicker picker
They went over all the necessary
Audible.com
info.
is the leading provider of downloadable
Got right to the
audiobooks,
Audible
with over
ad.
75,000 titles.
It's time for a death battle!
And now,
There you are. I knew I sensed an extraordinary power around here.
Well, that certainly sounds like me. Who and what are you?
I am Shadow the Hedgehog, the ultimate life form.
Ultimate life form? A weird-looking rat is an ultimate life form? That's a laugh. Word of advice, freak. You're a little on the short side to try to be threatening.
Funny, I was going to say the same thing about you.
You've just sealed your fate, fool.
Fight!
Pellet gun, fire! Pathetic. Before you die, let me show you a true ultimate life form. Tell me, Hedgehog, does a lab rat like yourself experience fear?
You have no idea.
it's so good.
Who you're dealing with?
What's this?
Yeah. The voices, by the way, are Lenny Couture as Vegeta and Takahata 101 as Shadow.
Wow, what a ripoff.
Both of Team 4-Star fame. Yeah, it's Dragon Ball Z abridged Vegeta.
Where'd he go?
Right behind you.
The hell? How did I get here?
That was easier than I thought. I guess I'm better than
Cheap trick teleporting me underwater, coward. Cut the act and give up already. You're nothing compared to me. God damn it. Playtime's over, runt.
It's a space duck.
No. Is he
Little-
insane?
Little DBZA joke.
Chaos! Control! Yes! I did it!
Congrats, Furball.
It's time to end this. Chaos Blast!
Uh-oh.
Sayonara.
Oh, somebody call PETA, we're down.
But that
to
was
Hedgehog.
good.
With Super Shadow's godly power
Like,
and
it's the
invulnerability,
voice
the question
acting,
wasn't if Vegeta could kill Shadow, it was
like,
if Vegeta
it's
could
it's
survive
funny.
Super Shadow.
But
The
Vegeta's
actual,
proven
like,
time after
speed of
time
the
he can take
animation's
one
really
hell
well
of a
done.
beat and lasted long enough for Shadow to
There
turn
are,
back to normal,
over the
giving Vegeta
10
the
seasons of
opening
the
he
show we've
needed.
had so
His loud
far,
mouth certainly helped
Shadow
with his
has
fast
been in
too.
Looks
3
like Shadow's
episodes.
time was up.
The winner is
And I
Vegeta.
think this is still my
Next
favorite.
time on Death Battle.
Oh, and next is the classic. It's Mario versus Sonic, baby.
This episode of Death Battle is brought to you by Netflix.
Their rivalry is legendary and their fame unmatched.
They
After
should
battling
start
for over
beatboxing.
2 decades, this epic duel will finally meet a
Rest in
decisive
peace,
end.
Verbal
I've been waiting
Ace's
for this forever.
credibility.
Mario, the whimsical Italian plumber.
And Sonic, the hyperactive hedgehog.
I'm Wizard and he's Boomstick, and it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle. Mario is one of the Star Children and possesses many special abilities with the intent of protecting his home, the Mushroom Kingdom. Even as a baby, he was obviously destined for greatness.
When you got an army of dinosaurs serving you before you can even speak, you know you're gonna do great things.
He is well known for his incredible athleticism and unmatched jumping ability.
Who says white guys can't jump?
Plus, he's a powerhouse with the strength to lift heavy objects and crush enormous castles. He also uses his bare fists to smash solid brick.
With his jumping skills and weight, he can pound and crush his foes into oblivion. And if he needs some extra firepower, well, he's got an entire arsenal of power-ups.
His first power-up is the Fire Flower. With it, Mario obtains pyrokinetic abilities.
Really? I always thought the flower was just really spicy.
He can create and manipulate fire to produce a variety of devastating attacks.
He's also got this frog suit thingy. While wearing it, Mario can jump even higher, swim even faster, and breathe underwater. The only problem is, no one's really gonna take him seriously wearing that thing. Ah, look at him.
Several different power-ups have granted Mario flight before, but none as well as the Cape Feather. With it, Mario can fly for an unprecedented amount of time.
The metal cap turns Mario's entire body into indestructible living steel. But while Metal Mario is extremely heavy, his strength and speed are boosted, giving him 10 times more
it's
power
less
and just
like,
as much agility
whoa,
as
this
before.
character's so freaking cool, you guys.
Energy,
And more like,
increased speed and
they have
complete
defined
invulnerability
characters
for a short
now.
time. Touching a normal enemy in this state will instantly kill the foe. And while it's not technically a power-up, Mario has a hammer that can crush almost anything.
It seems Mario's always popping shrooms to get more power. And with the Mega Mushroom, he gets ginormous. Mowing down people, plants, environment, hell, everything.
Mario has battled a larger variety of enemies than any other video game hero. Whether a foe is large or small,
Gamer
scary
joke.
or goofy, dumb or deadly,
Guys,
nothing has ever
Pac-Man
proved too
takes
much for
pills.
He's never keeping track of his woman.
Mario
She's always
takes
getting kidnapped,
mushrooms.
and he's always showing up at the wrong castle. Somebody needs to throw a GPS tracking bracelet on that bitch.
He's fairly impulsive and not much of a strategist,
Hell
preferring to quickly fight his
yeah.
way through problems before thinking things through.
But that doesn't matter. Italy's greatest hero can power through anything.
It's me, Mario.
Sonic the Hedgehog is the fastest thing alive and a freedom fighter battling to save the world from the tyrannical Dr. Ivo Eggman Robotnik.
He's not so bad for a tree-hugging hippie.
Sonic's most notable ability is his speed. He can easily break the sound barrier in mere seconds. While his top speed is unknown, he has clocked in an average of 765 miles per hour.
Holy crap, this guy must blow through shoes.
He can further increase his speed with his trademark figure 8 technique.
But he's not just fast on his feet. He can curl up into a spiky ball and rip through his opponents with a spin attack.
His homing attack rockets toward an opponent and can hit multiple times.
And with his spin dash, he can reach top speeds almost instantly. How does this guy not vomit?
During his adventures, he has used a variety of different different shields to improve his abilities. Each shield can deflect minor projectiles and have environmental advantages, though they will disintegrate after blocking a deadly blow.
The fire shield can absorb, well, fire and heat, though it can't survive underwater.
Like, I don't have
shit.
much to comment
But
on
with
here.
it,
I'm just
Sonic can use a fire
enjoying the
reaction
video,
The
like,
lightning shield can't
legitimately.
survive in aquatic environments either, but it gives Sonic a mid-air jump for further aerial control.
And with the bubble shield, he can breathe underwater and control his jumps with a powerful bounce. Why do we keep mentioning water, you may ask? Cause he can't freaking swim.
Sonic's ultimate power-up, however, isn't a shield at all. After absorbing thousands of power rings during his adventures, Sonic has become an embodiment of chaos. Using the power of the 7 Chaos Emeralds, Sonic can tap into their incredible powers and summon the form of Super Sonic.
Super Sonic can fly, breathe
I
underwater,
get it
and
now.
is completely invulnerable.
Not to mention his speed is increased 1,000-fold.
But as with most things that are unbelievably powerful, it has a time limit. Without a steady supply of power rings, it can't even...
Oh, come on. Come on, video. Video, please.
last a full minute.
And when the form finally subsides, Sonic returns to normal at peak physical form, regardless of his condition prior to the transformation.
While Sonic's always risking his life saving the world from all kinds of dangerous robots and demigods, he's kind of a dick.
Sonic is cocky, arrogant, and addicted to action. He gets cranky and unstable when he's cooped up for too long.
And if you ignore him, he'll straight up believe you.
But despite his rough personality, he'll do whatever it takes to save the day.
Yeah, like,
like
these videos, like, at the very least, they're charming.
All right,
Season 1 definitely has a different vibe to it than the later seasons, where they start taking the, like, analysis of the fight itself a bit more seriously.
You can watch all kinds of TV and films.
Want to get the most out of
But
one
like,
sheet?
it's still like, these are still, they're still fun for the most part. There's some, there's some yikes in there.
And more absorbent.
And
so while ordinary
I think
brands can't
next
hold
episode
up,
might just be the
one sheet
biggest
of bounty keeps
yikes
working,
of all. But,
even when wet.
You'll see.
Now that's the sound of value. Bounty, the quicker picker-upper.
All right, Chubby, let's settle this.
Let's go.
Fight.
It's like they actually like play off of each other's abilities and stuff. It's just cool. You can see like how they're improving, like in terms of the pacing and style of everything.
Mamma mia!
Delta Root explosion. Explosion.mp4. No, not the Sonic the Hedgehog drowning noise.
Now I'll show you. How's that, plumber? Woohoo! So you're a bit tougher than I thought, huh?
This
now
does,
it's time for
like-
me to finish this.
I love the blurry giant Mario sprite. It's so good. This does go hard in a 2011 kind of way.
You're too slow.
I think the Sonic sprite is a modified
Now's my chance.
Sonic 3 sprite. It's definitely like original.
Now that's what I call a death battle.
Their power-ups seemed evenly matched, countering blow for blow.
Mario was even able to counter the unstoppable Supersonic.
But with their arsenals exhausted, Mario was no match for Sonic's natural speed.
It's
even if
based
they had used
on
their lesser-known power-ups like the
this
Ice Flower or Super Emeralds. There's
might
no reason
be
to say
from
the result would be any different.
Looks like Mario just couldn't keep up.
The
yeah,
winner is
their
Sonic
analysis
the
of this
Hedgehog.
fight is that their power-ups counter each other. So, like, with all of those exhausted, Sonic wins because he is faster. This is one that they redo later. They have a rematch with, like, a completely different style in their new analysis. And it's so good.
On Death Battle.
Next month,
Now-
we're doing something a little different.
Between two people, everybody wants to see fight to the death. Because we hate them.
Who's ready for the literal worst episode of the entire series?
This new Charmin Ultra Soft Smooth Tear is so soft.
This Charmin ad's
and
gonna be
so
better than the
smooth.
freaking
I'm
video.
Starting to get carried away.
Yeah, this is...
Thank you, Mr. Smooth Bear.
This is the
Designed
most
with smooth tear edges,
2011
new Charmin Ultra Soft
episode
Smooth Tear
ever.
has wavy perforations that tear so much better for a smooth, more enjoyable go.
Like,
Mom, you okay in there?
I'm terrific.
Enjoy the go with Charmin.
yeah, like, when you have to put this disclaimer in front of it, like, it's something's...
This episode of Death Battle is brought to you by Gamefly.
This is what put Gamefly out of business.
You know what I hate more than stupid tweeting pop stars? Absolutely goddamn nothing.
Like Justin Bieber, the young pop sensation, and Rebecca Black, the girl who took YouTube by storm.
I hate him even more than my blood-sucking ex-wife.
I'm Wizard and he's Boomstick.
Yeah, are
and
you
it's
ready
our
for
job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out
some
who would
just-
win a death battle.
Yeah, those are the sprites.
In 2007, Justin Bieber was discovered by marketing executive Scooter Braun by complete accident. Under the tutelage of his mentor, Usher Raymond IV, Bieber spent a year training before becoming
Are you
the
ready for
biggest
them to
teen
just,
hit
like,
since Hannah Montana.
insult these two
Why is he so
teenagers?
popular?
His single titled Baby is the most viewed
Yeah.
video on YouTube with nearly 600 million hits.
I mean, it's just a kid singing auto-tuned songs, saying girl and baby over and over again.
His premature fame has prompted a vast line of merchandise, ranging from lunchboxes, squiggly straws, t-shirts, and a perfume line that is shaped like
A vagina.
Right. But that's not the strangest of his
Yeah.
products.
We'll get
A lock
through
of
this
his hair
together.
once sold for
Chat.
$40,000.
What? No! God damn it! That is the biggest waste of money I have ever heard of!
True, unless they're planning to clone him.
No, that's even worse! Why would anyone want more than one of this musical abomination roaming this planet?
Anyway, the hair toured the world collecting bids with its own bodyguard to protect it from crazy fangirls.
Oh yes, heaven forbid someone assassinate the lock of precious hair!
And speaking of his fans, they really are crazy. The most passionate call themselves believers.
You're kidding.
They have even been known to trample and injure others in rabid Zerg rushes.
That's it! I'm done with
Rabid
I can't
Zerg
go on in this
rushes?
world
Oh!
with This is what is popular.
Using the
Also,
phrase
several of these
Zerg Rush
believers
while
are so
complaining
crazy
about
sometimes
Justin
they even
Bieber
try to
fans is
hurt
the
Bieber. In
most
one concert, a
2011
fan hurled a
thing
water bottle at
possible.
Bieber, traumatizing him for life and inflicting a fear of thrown objects.
I
To
don't even
capitalize
know,
on this,
man. This would
another
be
audience
like-
started chucking so much crap he refused to perform. Once he even got into a fist fight with an older man who attacked him.
I don't
and he
know.
praised paparazzi
Like, I'm
in his
trying to
spare time.
think.
He will not hesitate to use force
'Cause,
on
like-
even his most loyal fans.
Well, I guess that gives him one redeeming quality at least.
Yet despite
Because I
all the
think
crap
this is the, like, only
he still
episode
gets on stage to give a show.
that's,
Horrible,
like,
horrible life-scarring show.
just because they, like, hate two real-life people. They have done other episodes with
Yep.
technically real people later. but those are all like with like caricatured versions
starring her daughter. This single Friday received more than 160 million views in
nothing
making
compares.
Rebecca a viral star for what is considered the worst song ever made.
For $4,000, I can come up with a better song than that crap.
Though Black is an early riser, she seems to have an extreme case of ADHD. She cannot focus on one thing for very long. While waiting for the bus to go to school, she completely forgot what she was doing and wound up going to a party with her friends after seeing them drive by, skipping class in the process.
Question mark?
That kid looks way too young to be driving.
She is also incredibly indecisive. She can't even figure out where to sit.
But when she finally makes up her mind, she makes the worst possible choice.
Instead of sitting in the car like a normal person, she stands in the back seat, even
This
while,
is-
quote-unquote, cruising down the highway. Keep in mind the average speed limit of a highway in the United States
I
is
do.
60
This
miles
is kind of
per
funny,
hour.
them analyzing her by taking the
Recently,
music
she was
video
betrayed by
very
her own mentor,
literally.
aka Fat Usher, when he tried charging viewers to watch the Friday video. In response, Black claimed copyright and took the video down.
Yeah, good use of $4,000 there.
She also enjoys a big bowl of cereal every morning and was nominated for MTV's Favorite Animated GIF Award.
If that's a real award, I need my own boomstick gift stat.
But the worst is yet to come. Rebecca Black is a believer.
What?
Justin Bieber is her idol.
Yeah, that is. It's just.
I hope you cut yourself, and I hope you get an eating disorder so you'll look pretty.
All right,
It's just
Let's
malicious.
end this debate once and for all.
Oh, by the way, to make things a little more interesting, I've scattered random weapons all over the arena.
What?
Quiet, Wiz, it's time for the end. Gamefly's the biggest online
I'm so
video
sorry, Gamefly. Oh, hold on. We missed the part where the fight starts because she like tries to hug Justin, and he pepper sprays her. Yes, they did. There is a, they have Ramona in an episode later.
What?
And then they killed the
And
Jonas
now,
Brothers.
ladies and gentlemen, Miley Cyrus!
And then they killed Miley Cyrus.
Monster
Because those people we also don't
We
like.
just set a death battle record!
Not only did Bieber and Black take each other out, but also Miley Cyrus, the Jonas Brothers, and some poor 13-year-old driver. While Bieber's vain fear of thrown objects kept him at a distance, Black's indecisiveness and daredevil recklessness ruined any chance she had.
I don't know, Wiz. At least Rebecca turned him into roadkill before giving the wall a face high five.
A face high... What? Black did a horrific job.
Well, let's let the audience decide.
Yeah,
on
we
who
don't
sucked the
talk
most.
about that.
Leave a comment detailing
Hold
who
on.
you think was the most pathetic.
This fight really popped. You know, because they're pop stars and then they blew up.
This battle is a draw.
Let's go back to
Next
the...
time on Death Battle.
Because I think we have to... Yeah, because now the playlist gets out of whack. This next is
This episode of Death Battle is brought to you by Carbonite.
Luke Skywalker versus Harold Potter.
Every generation has idolized a sci-fi hero.
Like Luke Skywalker, Legacy of the Jedi.
And Harry
I
Potter,
wouldn't
the
say
boy who
Harry
lived.
Potter is
He's Wiz and
sci-fi.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills.
Yeah,
Who
I
would
wouldn't say
win
it's sci-fi
a
at all.
battle?
Those sprites, by the way.
As the orphan son of
You
Darth
expect
Vader,
early
Luke
Death
Skywalker
Battle to have
carries the
good
blood of the
sprite
most
work?
powerful
You
Sith
fool.
Lord ever known. He was raised by his aunt and uncle, who kept him safe by disguising his true powers, before being taught by a wise
Also,
old
this
mentor
is
in the ways of the Force.
pre-Disney Star
Luke's weapon
Wars,
of
so they
choice
use
is
all
the
the legend
lightsaber, a
stuff.
combination of my two favorite killing tools, swords and lasers.
Despite having little formal training, Luke advanced in lightsaber combat much faster than any other Jedi.
He even took down a friggin' TIE fighter with it, only a month after he blew up the Death Star. What a badass.
Luke is a master of Form 5 DM So, an aggressive combat stance with defensive posture, specializing in
Luke,
both
I think you're gonna have
perseverance
to
and
kill
pressuring
this
an
guy.
opponent.
Despite what you might think, the lightsaber isn't just for killing. It also works pretty damn well for defense.
Even so, Luke's most instrumental tool is his unrivaled connection to the Force. He can apply it in 3 aspects: control, sense, and alter. Controlling all aspects of the body, sensing and utilizing his surroundings, and altering the environment.
Like the mind trick thingy. Oh man, the terrible things I would do with that.
When injured or exhausted, he can push his physical limits with the Force body ability, and use Flash Burn to neglect pain until he can mend his wounds with Force Heal.
Also, Luke uses the Force to move things with his mind, with almost no limits.
Finally, Luke can use Shatterpoint to identify any possible weakness or fracture in a subject.
Yeah.
Add just a little
Sins
pressure
of the
with
Creator
Force,
and all
And
that.
boom, they explode faster than a Firestone tire.
Luke has defeated a wide variety of foes, ranging from stormtroopers to deadly Sith Lords, one of which Luke had to construct a second lightsaber to beat.
His shorter red Shoto saber was made to counter the Sith Lumia's light whip, and it worked pretty damn well.
He still carries it, though prefers a single blade over two-handed combat.
Penis joke. Anyway, Luke doesn't have an obvious weakness, aside from some pretty serious daddy issues. He doesn't carry a blaster, but unlike other stupid Jedi, he isn't afraid to use one.
While Luke is no fan of violence, he certainly will not pull any punches.
I am a Jedi, like my father before me.
As an orphan, Harry Potter carries the talents of the most powerful dark wizard ever known, Lord Voldemort. He was raised by his aunt and uncle, who kept him safe by disguising his true powers before being taught by a wise old mentor in the ways of magic.
Penis joke. Fire.
Harry wields an 11-inch Phoenix Core Holly wand. He has learned numerous spells and is exceptionally skilled in charms.
His trademark attack is the disarming charm, Expelliarmus, or whatever.
Expelliarmus.
Which can either knock a weapon away or throw the opponent through the air.
The Confundus charm temporarily confuses the target, Stupefy stuns people, and the shield charm protects Harry from all attacks.
And he can summon anything he wants to him with Accio. Accio money. Accio loose women. Damn.
His firebolt is a racing broom that can reach 150 miles per hour
Breaking
in less
charm.
than 10
Can he
seconds.
can he
That's
not
even
break
faster than
naturally?
Wiz gets shot down by a woman.
Right. Wait, no, back to spells. Harry is also experienced in curses. He destroys objects with Reductor, slashes enemies with Sectum Sempra, and controls minds with Imperius.
And then there's the killing curse. Abracadabra.
Avada Kedavra.
Oh, that magician wasn't trying to kill me. I guess I should probably go apologize to his family.
While Harry's never actually used the killing curse, it is implied that he can. It is an instant kill and unblockable.
Unless it hits a wall, or a sword, or anything really.
Almost all magic requires a line of sight and eye contact to perform. The killing curse is no exception.
Harry also knows teleporting and can do it without a wand.
His training in occlumency defends his mind from any sort of mental attack or illusion.
And he's got all sorts of other spells, but I seriously doubt the tickle charm's gonna help him much in the fight, so let's move
Hey,
on.
you don't know
Harry
that.
owns the cloak
Let
of
him use the tickle
invisibility,
charm.
an
He'll be
unrelenting deathly
funny.
hallow that hides the wearer from sight and cannot be detected.
Unless he makes a noise or pokes his foot out.
Harry is a quick draw with his wand and has performed many great feats at very young ages. He has also mastered non-verbal spells.
By the time he was 17, he was beating up way more experienced wizards. In the battle for Hogwarts, he had no problem kicking a ton of Death Eater ass. Not to mention
I'm
Lord
so
Voldemort
sorry.
himself.
Afterwards, Harry became head of the Dark Wizard Hunting Auror office, even though he's technically a Hogwarts dropout.
He never did finish that 7th year. But I guess if you kill the Lord of Ultimate Evil, you get a GED.
Alright, the combatants are set. Let's end this debate once and for all. But first, let me recommend Carbonite.
For all your Han Solo freezing needs.
No, Boomstick, it's a website.
What?
Wow. This
Nope.
new Charmin
Charmin.
Ultra Soft Smooth Tear is so soft and so smooth. I'm starting to get carried away. Ah, thank you, Mr. Smooth Bear.
Designed
Mr.
with smooth tear
Smooth
edges,
Bear.
new Charmin Ultra Soft Smooth Tear has wavy perforations that tear so much better
Yeah, like-
for a smooth, more enjoyable go.
As kind of
Mom, you okay in there?
I'm
As J.K.
terrific.
Rowling
Enjoy the
is.
go.
I
With
like this
Charmin.
matchup. I think it's fun.
This new Charmin Ultra
Like, it
Soft
makes sense.
Smooth
These are,
Tear
like,
is so soft
These are
and
these
so
two,
smooth. I'm
like,
starting to
fictional
get carried away.
franchises for kids.
Thank you, Mr.
Why does it
Smooth
keep giving me
Bear.
the same ad
Designed with
twice?
smooth tear edges,
Why
new
is
Charmin Ultra Soft Smooth
Rooster
Tear has
Teeth,
wavy
please?
perforations
I
that tear
have
so
toilet
much better
paper.
for a smooth, more
I
enjoyable
don't need
go.
Charmin.
Mom, you okay in there?
I'm terrific.
Enjoy the go with Charmin.
Give it 5 years or 5 minutes, your computer will eventually experience
spook for a
disaster.
second
Like
there.
viruses.
Fight.
Avada Kedavra. Avada Kedavra. Expelliarmus. Accio Firebolt. Protego.
Dumbass gets hit by broom. Oh, that looks good.
Confundo. Stupid. Fuck. Avada Kedavra.
Look at him go!
Sectum Sempra.
And he's dead.
Man, Harry
Yeah.
did a surprisingly good job
Death
keeping
Battle
Luke
has
at
a
distance.
rule that
Luke fought smart and tried to finish Harry quickly with force persuasion. but
any
Harry was able to
like
resist thanks
qualms
to
the
Aquaman.
characters may
Then
have
Luke
about
used force
killing
choke to stop Harry from
are
casting
like
spells.
And although Luke
ignored,
could dodge the Avada Kedavra, the instantaneous Sectum Sempra curse caught him
which
off guard. But with
makes
Shatterpoint, Luke
some
discovered an
characters behave a little
exploitable flaw.
out of
That
character,
famous lightning bolt scar,
but this is
which
especially
forced
just
Harry
like
to lose the battle.
The winner is Luke Skywalker.
weird. Alright,
you're a
now that the
subscriber with an
playlist
idea
is
for a death battle,
fucked up,
leave a
we
comment
gotta
below.
And
do
don't forget
this.
to check out the all-new
Oh boy. The
This
second
episode
most
of Death Battle is brought to you by the
sexist
National
episode.
Campaign Against Drunk Driving.
Except this has a funny ad.
When it comes to fighting, combatants come in all shapes and sizes.
Women?
I'm liking the shapes and sizes on these two.
Chun-Li, the strongest
Correct.
woman in the world.
My Shiranui, the queen of fighters.
He's Boomstick and I'm Wizard, and it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle. Chun-Li, First Lady of the fighting game.
Famous for abusing the Thigh Master.
Chun-Li is a detective for Interpol and has gone through rudimentary police combat training. She is also trained with
Wait,
Gen, a friend of her
secret.
father's and legend of the Chinese fighting
There's her
underworld.
3
But
sizes.
she never did finish her training with us.
Because
Does
women.
anyone ever finish their training? Seriously. Well, I guess it's not totally her fault. After Bison killed her dad, Gen just kinda disappeared on her. What a dick.
Since then, Chun-Li's been chasing after Bison for vengeance. She is trained in defensive Tai Chi and is skilled in a fast-paced kickboxing variant of Kenpo. She prefers speed over strength, using a combination of rapid strikes to pressure an opponent.
And if you can't tell by looking at them, her legs are pretty damn powerful. She can even kick people through solid brick. Still, her strength doesn't just lie in those legs. She's strong enough to toss things around as big as a couch.
Her main attacks include the unbelievably fast lightning legs, the unpredictable axe kick, and the physics-defying spinning bird kick.
I wouldn't mind taking a ride on that helicopter.
She can also
Shut up,
focus her
Boomstick.
natural ki energy to create the Kokoken, a slow, limited ranged attack.
And the Kakosho is basically a super version of that. An enormous ball of energy strong enough to stop a speeding car.
Her detective skills were instrumental in taking down the criminal organization Shadaloo, and after the tournaments, Chun-Li became a martial arts teacher. However, she has yet to win any major tournament and failed to kill Bison to avenge her father. She was able to rescue one of her students from Urien,
That's
but
a
turns
great
out Urien
feat,
let her
not
win, wanting only
defeating
to test her
somebody.
skills.
Also, it seems Chun ends up having to be rescued a lot, usually by Guile.
Oddly enough, her most notable award is placing 6th in an international shooting competition, despite rarely carrying a gun.
Well, I guess things wouldn't be too fair if she brought a gun to a street fight. Round 1, bang! Winner!
Despite this, Chun-Li is certainly
Third
capable
strike,
of holding
Chun.
her
She
own,
doesn't
and has
need a gun.
consistently proven to be one of the toughest contenders in the Street Fighter tournaments.
You ready for this?
Mai Shiranui is, well...
Holy crap, look at those things!
Mai is a ninja of the Shiranui clan and has been trained by both her grandfather and the perverted yet famously deadly Jubei Yamada.
He brought a whole new meaning to wax on, wax off.
She has extensive training in the Shiranui Ryu fighting styles. From her
Holy
grandfather,
shit,
Mai learned the
87
Koboken
inches.
technique,
Damn.
specializing in pressure points and bone snapping. With Jubei, Mai trained in close combat judo.
Mai's pretty fast, but focuses on single, powerful strikes to punch through an enemy's defenses. The only downside to this is if she misses one, she's left wide open.
Her flying squirrel Furiante and deadly ninja V attacks help her control the field of battle, and she uses clever fake-outs to trip up her foe.
And she has an unlimited amount of steel fans she can throw, which I guess she keeps in her non-existent bra.
That's right.
Really? I was just making a joke about her giant boobs.
Speaking of her outfits,
or lack thereof,
while it's unrestrictive, it isn't exactly form-fitting either. However, as a testament to her training and balance, it doesn't seem to bother her. She wears it for kunoichi, a female ninja method of sensually distracting the foe before striking.
No, I'm sorry, what? I was distracted.
Never mind.
Okay, Mai can create
You can have
fire
that
and
one, Death
explosions,
Battle.
and she
That
can
one's
control
good.
whatever fire she's created.
Mai consistently
Everything
enters
else
the King
is-
of Fighters
yeah.
tournaments to support her self-proclaimed fiancé, Andy Bogard. However, she has yet to win any major tournament, nor has she ever made a great impact in taking down the bosses.
Or taking down Andy.
She always does well, though, even joining Andy's award-winning team in 1999.
Even so, she ends up
Yeah,
having to be rescued a
kunoichi,
lot,
not
usually by
kunoichi.
Andy. But for some reason, I don't seem to mind.
My Shiranui of the Shiranui school must teach you a lesson.
All right, the combatants are set. Let's end this debate once and for all.
And in honor of Mai's Double D's, here's a PSA from the NCAA Double D.
The National Campaign Against Drunk Driving.
Yep.
And we're done.
Nope, this is a paper towel
What about
hat.
these?
Again.
Looks right.
I love paper towels. I love paper towels. I love paper towels. Again, if YouTube was like working properly, we would just watch it on there. But
Bounty
no.
is 2 times more absorbent, so you can use less and get the job done with 1.
This works.
Kind of.
Bounty, the quicker picker-upper. And get 4 rolls in 1 with the Bounty Mega Roll, our longest lasting roll.
It should be pretty obvious, but driving while drunk is one of the dumbest things you can do. Every year, nearly 12,000 people die on the road from impaired driving.
That's like if 30 jumbo jets crashed into each other.
The police are out in force this fall in a nationwide effort to crack down on DWIs, so drive sober or get pulled over.
Or get yourself a designated driver, like Wiz here.
Come on, why do I always get stuck with
It's time for a death
You
battle!
hear that, kids? Listen to the funny men who make video game characters kill each other.
Fight.
So true. Oh no, she got turned into a hyper-realistic skeleton.
Boobs win!
Chun-Li may
Also,
be a
that
bit
fight
tougher and quicker than Mai,
sucked.
and her professional training even prepared her for the fake-out ruse. However, her arsenal pales in comparison to that of Mai's. With her pyrokinesis and steel fans, Mai had superior ranged and energy-based attacks.
And while Chun's a beast in close quarters combat, her straightforward approach was a bad matchup against Mai's ninja training.
It was certainly a close match, but Mai's nimbleness and firepower eventually won out.
Chun-Li's never looked hotter.
The winner is Mai Shiranui. Have an
Next
idea for a death battle? Be sure to subscribe
Oh my
and
god,
leave a comment
fucking
below.
And next month,
Starscream versus Rainbow Dash. Let's go, dude. Are we gonna be able to finish season 1 tonight? If not, we're gonna get very close. I'm not gonna stay up too late because I do have work tomorrow. But like,
television has been used to market
look
toys
at
to
this.
boys and girls for generations, ranging from G.I. Joe to Barbie and Transformers to My Little Pony.
Are we really doing this?
Yes. Yes, we are.
Alright, well, Starscream from the first generation Decepticons.
And Rainbow Dash of the G4 Pegasus ponies.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle. Starscream is the air commander of the Decepticon battle fleet. He constantly seeks power and often attempts to usurp Megatron's leadership of the Decepticons, with little success.
He has two forms, giant robot and jet.
His robot form is primarily
would
meant
you
for ground
believe me
travel,
if I
though it
told you
can
that
fly
this
short
is
distances.
This form's
the
weaponry consists of cluster bombs, missiles,
this one
machine
of
guns, and his trademark null ray.
3 episodes to have a My Little Pony character?
He can transform into an F-15 Eagle, a twin-engine, all-weather fighter jet with top speeds reaching Mach 2.8.
It's
nearly
a
3
surprisingly
times the
common
speed of
occurrence
sound.
on
In
Death
jet
Battle.
form, he can fire 3 different types of homing missiles, from short-range sidewinders to long-range
No,
flares.
no,
And if
the
those don't
other
do the
pony
trick, he's equipped
episodes
with an M61A1
come much
Vulcan
later.
Gatling gun that
Like,
fires
one of them was in the
20mm
most
ammo at
recent
6,000
season.
rounds per minute. Fun fact, it also works great for hunting.
Starscream is a coward and uses cheap tactics, often shooting his opponents in the back. However, his deadliest weapon is arguably his silver tongue. While he is not the strongest Decepticon,
they're both
he is
also
a clever and
pretty
deceiving
good.
speaker who can worm his way into favorable positions. Despite this, he is a terrible
Okay,
strategist.
although one of them
Most
is
of his plans
one of them
instantly
is
go wrong.
Discord,
Like when he took
so
over
that
the
doesn't really count.
Decepticons because Megatron had
Kinda
a sore
counts.
throat.
He's a pony character, but he's not horse.
It was short-lived.
And yet his persistence paid off, and he was eventually crowned leader of the Decepticon faction.
Again, short-lived.
Starscream was king for a whopping 20 seconds, a personal record. However, after his death, Starscream discovered that his spark, or life force, was somehow indestructible.
And a good thing too, because since then he's been dying nearly every episode.
His ghostly spark can possess machinery. He has taken over several other Transformers, robots, and even a cybernetic schoolgirl while she was using the bathroom.
What?
Unfortunately, his poor knowledge of human society led him to forget to pull up the girl's underwear, making him the laughingstock of the school.
Props to you, Japan. I didn't see that one coming.
You're an idiot,
Cool.
Starscream.
Rainbow Dash is a Pegasus pony from Equestria, the magical land of ponies.
Ugh.
After dropping out of flight school, Rainbow found a job in Ponyville as weather manager. She is a strong, agile flyer with great durability and resilience.
It
Why does-
creates a huge explosion.
No, go back.
Durability and resilience. She can smash through trees and solid rock and get right back up. She is also training to join the Wonderbolts, a superb team of
Why
flyers
does
who are
Rainbow
kind of
Dash
like the
have a
Blue
black
Angels.
belt?
Except they're ponies.
She is also a black belt in karate.
How does a pony learn karate, let alone master it?
As a Pegasus pony, Rainbow can control weather. She can use the clouds in the sky to manipulate lightning strikes or precipitation. Also, she can create and control giant tornadoes.
She's also got some other moves, like the Buccaneer Blaze, which apparently is so amazing it can't be shown on screen. And somehow it creates a huge explosion.
Rainbow often brags that she's the fastest in the world. And you know what? She's right. By calculations according to this guy, Rainbow Dash can fly 5 times the speed of sound with ease. This is apparent through the Mach cone that often forms around Rainbow, which indicates she has broken the sound barrier, and the angle of which proves she can reach up to Mach 5 speeds.
This is a pony, a baby horse girl toy. Why is it so awesome?
And upon breaching Mach 5, she
Yeah?
enters hypersonic speeds to create the Sonic Rain Boom. With this, her speed doubles instantaneously to Mach 10, and somehow the resulting sonic boom completely shatters the visible light spectrum.
Not to mention the sonic boom itself is apparently strong enough to split solid rock and shake entire mountains.
Rainbow is brash, athletic, and extremely competitive. But while she's steadfast and loyal,
It's
she
a
sometimes cheats
surprisingly
to get her way.
Well,
good, like,
make it fight a giant robot.
My Little Pony analysis.
Want to get the most
And
out
now,
of one sheet?
for a surprisingly
Grab
good
bounty.
paper towel advertisement. That next
Bounty is made to be
stream when
stronger
I do one of these, we will
and more
try and
absorbent.
do it on YouTube
So while ordinary
to
brands
avoid
can't hold
this.
up, one sheet of bounty keeps working even when wet. Now that's the sound of value.
On the
Bounty, the quicker picker-upper.
All right, the combatants are
also,
set. Let's end this
I don't know about
debate
y'all,
once
but
and
I'm
for
not
all.
eager to reuse a paper towel.
Who dares challenge the mighty Star Scream?
Hi there.
Fight.
A pony? I'll crush you in an instant. Prepare to be annihilated.
You talk a lot.
That's it. I am going to kill you.
Tag, you're it.
Yeah! All right. Don't move. Blast it! Hey, what are you doing? Stop that!
You're not very good at this game, are you?
Oh, there's Derpy. There was Derpy.
Show yourself! Hey!
All right, it is on.
Wait, I'm sorry! Please don't hurt me! I'll join the herd! I'll be a good Decepticon from now on! Please, just let me go!
Well, I don't know. I mean, I know I should love and tolerate, but wait. What's that?
Die!
This is so stupid.
Aw, yeah! That was awesome!
You haven't won! I'm invincible! My spark lives! You can never defeat Star!
She eated him. Vor.
Forget all doubt, that pony is a monster.
Yeah.
Rainbow's speed
This
and
is-
agility
this is a
were
cute
more than a
episode.
match for the
I think they
clumsy
said that they
Starscream.
purposely
And it
made
doesn't
this
help that
one,
his game is even worse than a stormtrooper's. Not to mention the
like,
null ray is designed
not
to destroy
as
electronics,
violent,
not living ponies.
in case like some little kids accidentally clicked on it,
And while Rainbow might experience some mild
which
indigestion,
I think
Starscream's
kind of
not going
fits with,
anywhere anytime soon.
you know,
Well, she put the pone
a
in
My
pony.
Little
The
Pony
winner
character.
is Rainbow Dash.
Next time on
What is
Death
next? Oh, right. Next, I forgot how
You got
long
an idea
season
for a
1
death
was.
battle? Leave it in
I think we'll end. This one will be the last one we
New
do for
Charmin
tonight because
Ultra
this stream's
Soft
been going on
Smooth
for a bit.
Tear is so soft and so smooth.
And
I'm
again, I have
starting to get
work
carried
tomorrow morning.
away.
But this
Thank
is
you, Mr.
well,
Smooth
my
Bear.
plan was to
Designed with
do
smooth
this
tear
like
edges, New
on
Charmin
Sundays.
Ultra
This will
Soft
be
Smooth
the new
Tear has
Sunday
wavy
stream
perforations that tear so much better for a smooth,
where
more enjoyable
where we
go.
just have a movie night and hang out and
you
watch
okay in there?
watch
I'm
characters
terrific.
try and
Enjoy
kill
the
each
go
other.
with Charmin.
This episode of Death Battle is brought to you by Squarespace.
Oh nope! Don't stream it. Just full screen the video, please. I'm also down for me.
When the aliens invade 1,000 years from now and our hyper-advanced technology isn't enough, our last hope will inevitably be placed in the hands of the lone Space Marine.
Like the super soldier, Master Chief.
And Doom Guy, the bane of hell itself.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle. At the young age of 6, John 117 was abducted by the UNSC to be part of the Spartan 2 program.
The worst daycare ever.
At 14, he underwent the program's augmentation procedures, dramatically increasing his strength, speed, vision, intelligence, and reflexes.
When he was done, his bones were nearly indestructible, and he could beat up and kill way more experienced Marines. At 14! Man, that's one harsh puberty.
Upon reaching the rank of Master Chief Petty Officer, John began a 30-year campaign leading the Spartans against 3 different threats: the Insurrection, the Alien Covenant, and the Flood. As a Spartan, he wears Mark 6 Mjolnir armor. This technological marvel links directly to John's brain, so his actions are controlled by thought before movement. Simultaneously, the suit itself multiplies the Chief's already enhanced physical capabilities.
The suit weighs half a freaking ton, yet the guy still jumps around like he's on the moon.
The helmet's heads-up display includes a motion tracker with an 80-foot radius.
Halo.
Also, the suit projects a recharging energy shield.
The Chief's first sidearm is the M6D Magnum. This scoped high-powered pistol uses 12.7mm armor-piercing rounds with a precision accuracy of over 400 feet. I don't care what kind of armor you're wearing. 3 headshots from this baby and you're done.
His other sidearms include the SMG and frag grenades.
His standard firearms include the rapid-fire assault rifle, the more precise battle rifle, and the M90 shotgun, a pump-action death dealer that uses Soulcraft 8-gauge shells.
Which are so impossibly dangerous, they've been banned worldwide to the point of near extinction.
But even that's not enough killing power for the Master Chief. The
But think of it near extinction.
But even that's not enough killing power for the Master Chief. The
But
think of it kind of like a laser point. Killing power for the Master Chief. The M41 rocket launcher holds 2 rockets at once, and his sniper rifle was designed for killing giant alien infantry from long distances. The shells can pierce tank armor or rip people in half. And then there's Chief's killer app, the Spartan Laser.
With a 3-second charge and 5-shot limit, it does have its faults, but
think of it kind of like a laser pointer.
Use special equipment in the field. The overshield. Master Chief can only carry 2 or 3 weapons at a time. However, he seems to possess extraordinary luck and can usually find exactly the weapon he needs somewhere nearby.
He finds weapons on the ground more often than you can find change on a sidewalk.
He can also use special equipment in the field. The overshield triples the strength of his armor shields, and using active camouflage will cover him in an aura of light-bending energy, creating the illusion of invisibility.
Plus, the bubble shield is a
it's fun going from the previous episode, which is very kind of whimsical, to this one, which feels much more like
even that's not the last of Master Chief's vast arsenal. When the elites allied themselves with the UNSC during the Human Covenant War, the 2 sides traded some of their weaponry, giving John access to plasma pistols, plasma rifles, and Type 51 carbines.
Not to mention my favorites, the sticky plasma grenades and the lethal energy sword.
The Type 1 energy sword is one of the few weapons John has yet to master. It features 2 4-foot laser blades that can actually block bullets.
Really? Man, that would have been useful in the games.
The Master Chief has consistently proven to accomplish the impossible. He's an expert in combat strategy, can run 50 miles an hour, has defeated 3 entirely different armies multiple times, destroyed an entire Covenant armada single-handedly, and prevented galactic genocide. Twice.
And one time he fell from orbit, holding on to nothing but a flimsy piece of metal, landed without a scratch, and was up kicking alien ass just a few minutes later. Why? Because he can.
Master Chief, you mind telling me what you're doing on that ship?
Sir, finishing this fight.
Master Chief, mind telling me what you're doing at McDonald's?
Original, ass-kicking, demon-slaying, first-person badass, and one of my personal heroes, Doom Guy.
After disobeying his commanding officer and beating him to death, Doom Guy's Space Marine Corps career drastically changed when he was transferred to the desolate moons of Mars, which just so happened to house a magical gateway to the bloody bowels of hell.
Mexico.
No.
And when hell tried to kill everybody, Doom Guy killed them back.
He wears the Mega Armor, a shielded combat suit almost twice as tough as typical security armor, and can endure dozens of normally fatal plasma blasts.
He carries a huge arsenal of murder machines, all at once.
Using a backpack with experimental warp technology, Doomguy is able to hold all of his weapons simultaneously.
I'm pretty sure his pistol uses the same technology, since he never has to reload. And when things get tight,
The
his
low quality actually
chainsaw
doesn't
will rip
affect
and
the
tear
old
through
Doom
anybody.
footage that much. It's funny.
No, not the chainsaw. Yes, the chainsaw. And his chain gun mows down everything in seconds.
Oddly, the chain gun uses the same 5mm ammunition as the handgun, and is relatively ineffective against strong body armor.
That's stupid. Luckily, Doomguy has his trusty pump-action shotgun. It holds 16 shells and fires 7 pellets a shot, with a spread in range so ridiculous, he doesn't even have to aim. But apparently, one overpowered shotty isn't enough. So Doomguy got himself a super shotgun.
Them,
a
like,
heavy
analyzing
double-barrel
game
devastator
mechanics
that fires a
is
huge
one of the
spread
best
of 20
parts of
pellets.
them doing,
Good luck dodging that.
He also
video
wields a
game
plasma
characters.
gun and rapid-fire rocket launcher, which can hold up to 50 rockets at once.
What the hell? Who designs these things?
But even that pales in comparison to Doomguy's ultimate weapon.
It's the king of cannons, the Doomsday Bazooka that lays waste to everything. It's the big fucking gun 9000!
The BFG fires enormous rounds of plasma. Upon impact, the resulting detonation releases trace rays across a wide, varying blast radius. This gun is strong enough to annihilate the gargantuan cyber demon in a mere 2 or 3 shots, and the unprecedented range of its splash damage ensures no one's getting away unscathed. Wait a second, Boomstick, you're not gonna believe this, but the BFG is not Doomguy's deadliest weapon.
Yes, more!
Behold the Unmaker, a portable death ray which puts everything else to shame.
Gimme!
There's just one catch. The Unmaker's beams are so powerful because they actually feed off the demonic energy of the target, which means it's basically useless against anything that isn't from hell.
Damn it! Well, I guess it doesn't really matter when you already have a backpack full of things to kill people with. Give me the BFG any day.
Now, Doomguy isn't exactly a super soldier, but his strength and speed are much greater than a normal man due to constant use of super serums and power-ups.
The Berserker power-up completely heals him and increases his strength 10-fold. Then the invulnerability and partial invisibility power-ups do, well, exactly what you think they would.
Doomguy rarely relies on strategy, preferring to mow down his enemies as fast as he can.
It's more fun that way.
He's defeated the armies of hell 5 separate times. He even walked knee-deep into hell itself to avenge his pet rabbit, Daisy. He can run up to 57 miles an hour, even outrunning his own rockets, and can spot invisible enemies.
He's no normal man. He's Doomguy.
All right, the combatants are set. Let's end this debate once and for all. But first, a message for our sponsor, Squarespace.
Shut up, Squarespace, I do not care. Look at these sprites. Sick. Stormtrooper aim. Hitting him with his leg. And then he teabags the corpse. Let's go.
It's about time we had a good old-fashioned gunfight.
Doom Guy may have an
The teabag is
enormously
the best
destructive
part.
arsenal, but unfortunately his weapons lack versatility.
I hate to admit it, but Chief can take and dish out way more punishment than Doom Guy.
And while defeating Hell sounds awe-inspiring, Doom Guy's enemies weren't that much different from Master Chief's.
This fight was nuts.
The winner is the Master Chief. Stick around after the credits to see who's fighting next.
All right.
Don't you skip. We have important things to say.
Like how next time Death Battle moves exclusively to screwattack.com.
Sure. Anyway, I think that's where we're gonna end things for now. Thursday I'll be doing something else, but next Sunday I think we're gonna be going back to this, because this was really fun revisiting all of these. And you get to see next time, you get to see cool episodes like Link versus Cloud, Pikachu versus Blanca, and of course peak cinema, Goku versus Superman, as well as we'll probably have time to do like some season 2 stuff. And season 2 is when the show gets good. So I want to thank everybody for coming out and watching. This was, like I said, this was really fun. And having chat here to kind of converse with, having people who have not seen all of these episodes half a dozen times like I have, is really fun. So again, thank you guys so much for coming. I hope to see you all next week for more of this. And yeah, that'll be it. Take care. Bye-bye.